just got to do the math. What is that telling you? That's telling you that all his other white fans did not fuck with the black man who was just on the fucking song with him. Same thing with D12. Eminem gets on the album, they go double platinum. Them niggas do something on their own, nobody buys their shit.
Like, is it possibly because nobody cares about their content, though, that it ain't that good?
Well, why wouldn't they care about their content if they're down with Eminem and there's so much bridging the gap?
Here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
We just finished. If they do, then they're supposed to support the black artists too. That's why there's no other black artists on this label. That's why they all end up flopping. All leaving.
Line drive, and there's the base
hit. Too. He's white.
Because Yellow Wolf's not that high. He's not that high.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap.
Sure.
I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video.
There goes the
because everybody's there to see Eminem, and that was it. Eminem could make an album with Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran,
like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches to hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So got to roll the dice here and hope that he gets something to hit.
I got to call NLDS Game 4 here in 2022 at Petco Park, where the Padres knocked out their rivals, the LA Dodgers. The place was just nuts the entire game. Terrific fan support. And a swing and miss down on strikes.
The majority.
Listen. And now batting, Mike Trout, outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
Think about anybody that listens to what they love. It's the relationship. It's the relativity.
And it's second. Runner takes off. On the ground to third, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket.
Most people.
Next offering way off the plate.
Is how they relate to that artist. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about that. If Eminem, of course,
that one is lifted in the air.
Eminem
sizes this one up, brings it in. Runner tagging for third.
So it's when they get all of the things, the support and the fan base he gets, because
the power
he is how he looks.
Ken Griffey Jr. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs.
He's just getting mad. Bro.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side.
That's not the majority there. Majority privilege, bro. It is what it is.
That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1.
I'll say this because I'm looking for being super quiet. You know, I'm not a quiet motherfucker, but I enjoy the fuck out of this. You know what I mean? I don't mind being a referee, goddamn. Shit's kind of cool.
With the go-ahead run in third, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
It's the fact that most men are stronger.
And a base hit, and they'll score
women
first.
It is what it is. Majority of Americans get this play. You got a white player.
Well done, drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it,
your favorite
runs
artist,
through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive.
Just second, there's Bogart. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. Shortstop takes the ball.
Okay.
This one in the air.
Okay. That's your view on it.
Has a beat on it.
That's your opinion.
And there's one down.
It's true that it is
got
true.
The pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Xander Bogaerts in the box now. Takes strike one.
Right. No matter what, there
That's
is
the strike across the top of the zone. One out, bases empty.
Regardless if it's whack or not.
Two gone now. Manny Machado up to the plate.
That's important. That's important. Say white people.
And it's the dirt, and it's 1-0. Two outs, bases empty.
When you say people, say white people.
Swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. It's 1-1.
Keep on quiet.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
I don't disagree with you. Honestly, I don't.
Strike 2.
I think that it's well documented.
Fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Freeman, he takes it himself to the bag. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second.
I forget recently there was just somebody, maybe even today or yesterday, that came out and said, I think
we'll see how it works out.
That said, that's not what we do.
In the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
By fire.
Exactly, he can't relate to it because he just said it. He's not in our culture. He's in their culture. And let me tell you this. The last fucking 4 or 5 albums he's dropped have been straight garbage. And not just the rhyming, but also the fucking beats. Let me ask you a question, Stevie. I'm going to get 60 years old. He's around the corner from 60. We all are, right? Okay. He's really, no. He's really a couple years old, man. We'll leave that alone. But look, let me ask you a question. Eminem said he was never going to rap into his 50s. He lied, right? So let me ask you a question. When Eminem is 60 and he's long gone, what are you going to do with your YouTube channel? What you going to talk about next?
I mean, that just goes to show that you don't not inform people without shoot, bro.
To third,
Why don't you tell me, Steve? I'm sorry, you tell me.
Sends it across the first, and that quickly 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
What else do you do on YouTube?
I got 2 channels. I put the music on one, and the other channel.
Right on that fastball. Freeman goes 6 feet 5 inches, 220 pounds, and he was a second-round pick.
Which one do you have more?
Back in
Which one do you have more?
2007. And it's strike 2.
The stage pound in the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Okay, so let me tell you what I
No one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. He's in there.
Yeah, but I'd like to say,
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Justin Turner at the plate now. That's ball 1. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the second.
Documenting the shit. When there was no internet.
He was late.
Right. We started in 1988. Right. And I also invented the Source Awards, which is the blueprint for what BET's doing, right?
Right center field. Merrill sizing this one up.
On hip-hop. It's my
Drops
blueprint.
into the glove.
We did a 2-year contract. They came in. We did the Source Awards. They bounced out of the contract and then did the BET hip-hop. Everybody knows it. But anyways,
The end of the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH.
On Nas' Stillmatic album. That's my biggest production. The intro on it, right? That's my biggest production credit. I've been on many, I invented the Source Hip Hop hits, which sold over 5 million copies on Def Jam Records, all right? Let's just keep going.
It stays alive. And now the lefty stays alive.
Top 20 song called Rock the Party and toured the world with that, all right? We was making $2.5 million a month with Source at our heights. We did amazing things at the Source magazine for 18 years.
I'm sure there are some times where a pitcher would rather just
We
give up
did
a first base single
that for 7
and have to
years.
waste 6
Right.
or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Did it into the reality TV world. It got on about 4 or 5 #1 shows every show I was on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, brother, like what you're doing with YouTube, I can got out in front a little bit, bro. Keep doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, bro? I've been out here a long time, bro. And I've accomplished way more than you. I've accomplished way more than you. I've accomplished way more than you.
You let the ball travel and you took the general straight to it. That's great work right there.
Foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little turn in the
I'm not attacking you. I'm just telling you I've accomplished way more than you.
That's irrelevant to the argument.
Oh, no. No, it ain't.
Joe Kelly will take
No, it
over
ain't.
here.
No, it
He's got a
ain't.
wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Black man, good luck
Takes
to
and
you.
fires. Bounce to the right.
Vecino, Stevie.
Tosses the first inning over on
I get it. What?
to start the third, and there's a new runner on the mound, number 54.
What you talking about? Reset. I ain't resetting shit.
Here's
I've
Ronald
done
Jr.
I've done a lot in this hip hop world.
And a
A
run
lot.
scored so far.
Swing
and a miss, strike one.
Speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Just missed. Next offering is down low. Right-handed reliever. Not even close there. They're down as 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient and showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one is absolutely belted. And there's a hit.
That's back-to-back singles. Fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Acuna runs. And that one in the air center field. No trouble here. Pumps it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Mike Trout. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Runner on the move. Ripped to short. Zips it across. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. And fouled off. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Yo, you suck right dick. That's the reality for me.
And now it's even up.
You're racist.
Runner around third on his way to the plate. And he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning.
No.
As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Just missed. Swinging a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple. Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
The pitch. That one's in there, and it's 1-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Righty to the plate. Couldn't connect on the curveball, struck him out. And here comes Sander Bogaerts.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And the right-hander deals.
This guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this pitcher?
Got him,
You don't think you have a fucking problem with them? And I understand that. But the reality of the situation is the reality is Benzino. Right? Benzino asks for that fucking heat because of shit he puts out in the world. He's an outlier, bro. It's not a reality of things, bro. I've been doing this YouTube shit.
Now into the ball game on defense.
The negative aspect
New
of
inning
things, bro.
started. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Chorio. And a pitch. Just missed.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
What it is to be a Benzino, bro, because
Man at second. Ground ball in the middle. That's a base hit.
So
here comes Junior around third. Here comes the throw. Safe.
Say something negative about Eminem. And I support him in that.
Puts a
So
run
I
on the
only
board,
imagine the
himself an
type of
RBI.
toxic ass
So
racist
impressive.
hatred
He did
that a
get tied
Benzino
up
would
and
get, but
jammed on
Benzino
that pitcher's
asked
side.
for it
Instead,
because the shit he
good
puts on.
quick hands allowed him to kick the barrel to it, just shoot it
Yeah.
up the middle of the field for that knock.
So Eminem got to be talking like this.
They're trying to get him to chase on a slider
Benzino
down
is like
the way.
a KKK
Really
member
working him
being
away
mad
with
at black
his
people.
bat, sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Did Eminem not diss track?
The 2-1. Sliced hard but foul.
Didn't like it. Look at the fucking comments on my fucking video, bro. They like, bro, fuck you. Bro, you can't finish. I didn't.
Step off, throw to first. Chorio dives back in safely.
Benzino broke this about himself this time. The last time that Benzino had a conversation, one second. The last time they had a conversation, he was on no
Here's the
jumper.
pitch. Run
When
around
the
the
French
goal.
guy said,
Strike three.
he
From the
usually out
second
that
great
jump.
jump.
He made it look easy, but I can tell you that was not a favorable matchup.
Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Grounded out his first
And
time.
all of a sudden, a diss track is aimed at him at weird nights.
That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall.
It was already bumping. It was already bumping.
And now it looks like extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. The tag, and he's out trying for three. But a run does come in to score. So the Padres with a new arm in the mound, Adrian Morejon. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
And the totality of the shit, bro. Like, who has
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball one.
The context of the conversation for the past 20 years.
And that one's sliced foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in extra innings.
All right, so look, first of all, right, Eminem's not doing no interview with your dumb ass, all right? He's not doing no interviews with nobody. That's number one. Number two.
Ground ball to the right side. A flip to the pitcher coming, and Freeman.
All right.
And we'll go back to the ballpark.
The fucking day, right? I'm not in no YouTube world. I'm out here. A lot of my niggas, listen, I'm out here. I'm not with all this right here. I'm not with this shit, because we can get up in person if there's a real fucking problem. I'm not with nothing.
Into left center.
I'll come up on your ass now. I'm in Buckhead. We know we done.
Thanks to the home run. Luis Campusano.
Yeah, you better be, nigga.
That one finds the zone. 1-1.
That was exciting to see the lead
You a fucking old dick rider. I hate niggas like you. You the worst time.
You the worst, but you racist.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's his core.
He
What
swung
about the
over
rate?
top of the curveball.
What about the rate?
And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And a foul ball.
You're gonna bring up again.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
You're gonna bring it up again.
I'm asking you, what about the racist? How do you feel about it?
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Bounce it off, still 1-2.
We're gonna bring it down, bro. Because you know what? This is what I gotta get I gotta get myself together because I'm allowing a white man to come at me.
Down on strikes.
I gotta do better.
Back here at Petco Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Justin Turner. And he deals. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
A white man is making 2 black men come at each other. This is crazy. Let me explain something.
Pretty good.
Right? The 2 white people that brought the tape to us have been trying to sell the tape. They told us we did our homework on the Maxell tape. We called the Maxell company, and we got the serial number of when the actual cassette was made. The man was 21.
Line drive
Okay.
base.
But hold on.
On his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's 4-3.
That's what they
Back to the top of the
because
lineup.
it was a fucked up situation.
And
There was
now,
too much money
Ronald
around on
Acuna
it.
Jr.
Them tapes came out. The reason the tapes came out because the white boy said that Eminem was
after
Paul got with him, went to Detroit, got by a bunch of black people. They said the nigga did not like black people. He broke from St. Joseph, he was 10 years old. The two white boys that he was down with before he was down.
Why are you giving these two white boys so much credibility when they're telling you the
Can I just talk, Stevie? Stevie, you gonna let me tell the story? Are you gonna let me tell the story, Stevie?
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. It's a double. Third hit of the ninth.
He was there till 10 years old. If your parents have nothing to do with black people and they're probably against black people, don't fuck with black people. That's what you're thinking. These two white dudes called the racist rap art. All right, so you just hit the whole thing because they sued us.
Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 5-3.
Right, it was called sports all kind of shit. And they pretty much one of the white boys is dead. I don't know both of them are, but one of the white guys is dead, right? So
swing and a
but
miss,
then show up at Source Magazine broke as fuck, all right, and they was trying to fill the tape and said that Eminem turned against them was fucked up.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone. Get a swing and miss.
They had hired people to spin this way. So they busted and they said that he was 16 and fell in love with a girlfriend. The girlfriend broke his heart. Now we're gonna be mad right now.
That one is hammered right
you know
field.
That 16 years old, this awkward looking dude was talking to no
That's runner
wait a minute, I'm almost done. My man Chase, I think pictures of this dude.
And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
This man wasn't falling in love with nobody. This man never had a black girlfriend. And on top of that, he never made a public apology. He made some stupid ass song called Yellow Brick Road. Stevie, if you heard those, you wasn't like, especially the one about black women. Now you got this.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. And we're at the top of the fifth.
Black women are bitches, white women are better, they're whores, and all right, like no person has ever like. Now don't get me wrong, because then the argument comes back. It's like, well, black artists think this. It's true, but things that are within our culture, like when I say, yo, what's up, my nigga, it doesn't mean the same as when the white boy in the DM saying nigga. We as black people have taken so much where we can take something that is negative on us and flip it back in their faces and be like, look, we can be cool. But y'all can't. Listen, bro. Hey.
And now the count is even.
He's my partner. 18 years. Jewish guy.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
At the belt. Now, though, my mind was shaped
from
growing up in racist Boston. Eminem, mind was shaped as growing up in racist St. Joe's. And our minds get shaped. Boston, when I was young, Stevie, was racist as fuck, bro. If you can go online and go in the 70s, and just kids in the 70s to the 80s, going to a school where it was all white, like, go look at all the marching and motherfuckers trying to turn the buses over and have to police escorts.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
No, but you know what? Ill because my girl is from Atlanta, and she's like, damn, I didn't know Boston was that racist. Like, bro, like that's how I grew up.
But I can't imagine any save
all
is an easy
his guys were Italian, Irish, Jewish. And that's how I got to look at white people like, damn, maybe all white people ain't bad.
Here comes a pitch.
But all I'm telling you is that
for a strike.
Eminem made that tape. He made it. Now, can people change their views? Of course. And that's a great thing. Because hip-hop bridged the gap. It didn't take Eminem to do it. Hip-hop did that. Wait before Eminem even came out, white people was buying into Run DMC long time. We was bridging the gap. It's only until white people say, you know what, we're bridging the gap with white people who fuck with niggas. But there's a whole bunch of white people around the country, like you said, the majority, who don't like us, who don't fuck with us, but they still will buy his shit. Then what will happen? It is the sad world, but what will happen, Stevie? This is the only reason I came at the situation. It wasn't per se me going at Eminem personally. It really was the machine that's trying to do what he did. I was in a position where I had to Source Magazine, a very powerful position. Very powerful, right? All the labels had to come fuck with me. Eminem actually was in our unsigned hype, right? Like, so way before he got on and before he got signed, right? Eminem, the stars aligned. He got with one of the, if not the dopest black producer in history, in my opinion, all right? And got with a machine. They pumped a lot of money into this kid. He got special treatment at MTV and everywhere else. Voila, we have this phenomenon. What happened was, 100 years from now, and I've said this before, Stevie, we're all going to be dead, right? Hip hop, Stevie, came at a time where black people were fucked up with crack and the guns and jails and courts and everything. And hip hop came and actually saved us. I believe it was sent from God. And it brought white people to the black culture, which is a great thing, Stevie. You made a point to be like, hey, white people come. Yes, we want white people to buy into us. We don't want problem. Black people generally can't be racist because we don't want problem. We just want shit to be fair. And it's still not fair. Landon, you see, is white. Me and Landon are cool as fuck. I would never disrespect Landon. And when I say crackers and everything, I mean no disrespect to Landon or nobody else, and it may seem like that. But I'm saying it to the white people who are racist. There is a lot. I'm talking millions of white people who have nothing to do with our culture, and they just want to be. And then 100 years from now, once we're dead and gone, people are gonna go on history and they're gonna be like, damn, there was a period of time where black people were getting money. Look at this shit. Look at this. It's not like when they go to the 60s or the 70s videos. They're gonna come to the 90s, 2000s and be like, man, these young black men were. But guess what? Someone's gonna have an argument and be like, yeah, but there was a white man who was the number one who rapped better than all of them. Same thing with Elvis. Do you think for 1 second a black man didn't play guitar? Did you think? I know there's but look at what happened. Look at what happened. Like Elvis now
handle to Chuck Berry, bro.
There he is.
Can I talk though, bro?
Wait, what happened there? We can't hear you, see?
He can't hear us. Like shit's on mute.
Yeah.
Buzz ain't talking about nothing.
All right, so let me step in for a second. Again, for everybody tuning in, we can't hear you, Zeester. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Zeester. I got it. I'll shoot him a text. All right, so listen, if you are watching right now, what I'm trying to do is, get people together to have these types of conversations because I feel more growth will come from it, even when it gets fucking wild. And it does. It usually does get wild. It definitely got wild in here for a little bit. Now, if you are watching, again, this is the Dancer Project bringing out Stevie Knight and Benzino to sit in a room together. If you're watching on Stevie's page, head on over to the Dancer Project page. Let me get a subscribe, a like, just tune in. If you're watching from the Dancer Project page, I also want you to show the same love to Stevie Knight because, he's obviously doing a lot of dope shit. A friend of mine kind of, he's like, yo, you got to find out who Stevie is. He's dope. He sends me some links. I find him. He's dope. But because we're bringing people over to the page, I got you. So just send me the cash apps in the chat, and I'm going to get somebody. I'm going to pick 1 or 2 people to give $100 to. Just hashtag the cash app, and that's it. It's that simple. I'm trying to figure it out because at the same time I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with Benzino's audio because it's cut. You hear me now? Yeah. Okay. I got my headphones. Come on. So what I was saying, listen, hold on. What I was just telling Stevie, I want if you got this. I apologize because what I got to stop doing, and we doing this in real time. I can't be trying to hurt a black man over a white man. And again, bro, I am not racist. I love all people. It's just that what you got to understand, Stevie, is that there's a big part of America that is racist and that only latches on to this guy, and that has been. For 20 years, I've been going through this shit. Now, I have sat on Adam and said, yo, bro, I want to be cool, and I want to go chill. Eminem doesn't do interviews, bro. He don't do interviews. And see, my thing is, if we're all doing this together and we are bridging it, then he needs to come and speak on shit. and answer these tough questions. Why did you do the racist tapes? Are you racist? He don't want to do that. And Paul Rosenberg and the rest are telling him don't do it. As long as Marshall keeps his mouth shut, they can keep making trillions of dollars off of him because they know once he does interviews and these questions get asked, he's going to crumble. Now, I've seen him on Mike Tyson, right? And, you know, Mike's my man. I was waiting for Mike to say some shit, but Mike didn't do it. And when I'm looking at Eminem looked petrified that damn, is he going to say some crazy shit because what the fuck am I going to do? And Mike didn't. And I don't know if Mike was asked not to, but I seen that interview. And I seen how petrified this man looked. This man, I'm not saying, I can't say he's a bad or good man, but what I can say, he don't answer to nothing. You see how me and you were sitting here going at each other? This man don't give a fuck about me or you. So, it's okay. It's okay. He shouldn't. But wouldn't you want him to come on your platform?
Of course I would, but like I live in the real world. Like, what benefit does that give him? He don't owe me shit. But I am observant of what's actually going on. And
don't you think all hip hop, all people should do interviews and everything? Like, why does he get excluded?
I think people should do what the fuck they want to do.
Okay, so you don't think that Eminem should be doing interviews? I mean, you don't think it's a problem that Eminem doesn't do no interviews with nobody?
I think Eminem has done enough service in the industry to chill out right now. Like Ben said. And they gotta be 100. You gotta keep it real, bro. Like, why the fuck?
Jesus
at the end of the day, like, why the fuck would Eminem come and speak to try to fix an issue that you have with him?
Because it's not me. He gotta answer to the racist tapes, nigga. What are you talking about?
Can I say something that I feel like Eminem should speak?
Hold on. Miguel, when?
I can send you fucking hella links where he's addressed this whole.
When? Please send me one. Okay, thank you, bro. Because I've never seen. Okay, so in the links, what is he saying in the links?
Okay, all set to go. So stepping in from Boston, Jaron Durant.
Why don't you post them? Why won't you post them?
Right down the chute, and this one is off and running.
Every other black man is accountable. When every other black man gets, you see Thug fight for his fucking life right now. Every other black man has to come there to be accountable.
Next to hit,
it's a Rico charge, bro. Like, this motherfucker had a whole.
How much longer do we got to do this, Miguel? How much longer? We got, it's 11:47. How much longer we doing?
We got a lot of. We want to answer.
Yeah, because look at an hour's good for me. You know what I'm saying? An hour's good for me.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Starts him off with a breaking ball, which
feel
isn't
that
surprising.
Eminem
They're
should
trying to keep
speak
him off balance.
to his fans that get out of control. Just kind of be like, you know, like, would it not be very powerful if he were to speak up? Like, I just want to bash Benzino pool. Like, imagine he got up one day and he's like, you know what? He just made a statement like, yo, I know a lot of my fans. I always hear a lot of my fans. You know, and I don't believe those people to be my fans. However he wants to word it. Attack Benzino and use.
And it's always on the internet. But the motherfucker do that. Let me tell you something. One thing about it. All right, go ahead, Miguel. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
When he get out there and talk to the people and say, you know what, using the racism is foul. Y'all want to attack him. Y'all want to call him Benzino dog. Y'all want to bark. Y'all want to do all this shit. Cool. Leave his family and the racism out of it. If he were to say that, do you not feel like that would be powerful?
Makes the catch. And there's one
down.
down.
Be a big point.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
But think about the Beehive.
And
think
first
about the
offering is fouled off.
Like every celebrity that has control over their every celebrity has a monster following. They have radical ass fans that say the craziest shit. So if you're a person that attacks their artist the way Benzino has been attacking Eminem, he's gonna get the most radical shit all the time. So it doesn't matter what the fuck Eminem says. Even if Eminem addresses exactly what the fuck Benzino wants Eminem to address, it's not gonna change the way these motherfuckers feel about Benzino. It doesn't matter.
Why don't you post the links where he apologized?
So the only reason why I would post any was to
That one misses.
Send it to me after.
All right.
Got a full count.
All right.
I don't mind posting.
I bet you won't.
The pitch.
Me?
I bet you won't send it to you.
Bro,
Foul
hey,
off
hey,
again.
go to your phone, go to
remains
Spotify.
3
Go to
and
Spotify
2.
right now.
Good battle here. About to be.
Well, I can't
the
cut
pitch
off the
of
thing.
at-bat.
I'll check when we're done.
Well, go to Spotify, go to Royce the
Outside,
Five
and that is ball
go to
4.
Allegory.
It wasn't
and
easy,
click
but he earned that
First
one
round.
after a long
Bro,
at-bat.
listen, bro.
I
We don't want to hear no dumb shit. Like, we want a motherfucker
Mike
to get in
Trout
person.
around the box.
We
Comes
want,
up
listen,
empty
bro,
with a
bro.
swing
We're
there.
not trying to hear no. Listen, the black community don't want to hear no fucking music. We don't understand.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you feed the ball cleanly.
Okay. And what is he saying? What did he say? Please tell me.
It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the
But I'm asking you, Stevie, can you just tell me a couple of things?
It doesn't matter what I say, bro. You fixate on
Okay. Oh, hey, yo, Landon, can you go to Spotify and listen to what he's... Hey, Landon, can you get it in right now? Like,
don't do it because
On the ground, the short could be 2.
I want to do it now.
Speed is 1. Now
Hey, Miguel, I want to hear it right now. No, Miguel, if it's your platform, Miguel, I want to hear it right now.
This is a high fastball there.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate.
Man,
What he
we don't
did
want to hear
there
that shit. Landon, play that shit, bro.
tighten up his zone a little bit.
I'll remove it after. Or is it not good for your platform, Steve? Because you know more. It's not good for the platform, and he knows it. No, but it's
One-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is
all right. So play, Landon, play it.
had no intent of
I don't want it to cause a flag or issue.
Yeah, how the fuck is it going to cause a flag with him saying good things or trying to make up for the shit that he said?
It's not copyrighted material. You play it on this podcast. You play on this.
Man, this shit is stupid as hell, bro. How come this man didn't fucking get in front of a camera and apologize to black women?
He don't owe you shit, Benzino.
I just said apologize to black women. Did you just hear what the fuck I said?
Top of the second, and now the DH.
Hey, bro, how much longer we got for this, Miguel?
Gets the outside corner with that one.
He's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
All right. Well, okay. Then that's what it is then. Are we done?
Damn, I was hoping it would have been better if we were able to sit down and find some sort of... I mean, there was some dope shit said. At the end of the day, there was some dope shit said. I feel like it's super hard.
Nabs it.
Hey, Miguel. Where you see Miguel? Hey, Miguel, let me ask you a question, Miguel. Hey, Miguel, do you think he should have said something in person, Miguel? You personally?
He's going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And why? Why is that, Miguel?
I feel like it would be very powerful if he did, and I feel like if anyone were to do that today, if we ever heard, like it doesn't, a lot of us imagine Trump. The tape came out about Trump, and he was saying he'd have to answer to it.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
He answered to it 20 years ago.
Okay, so this is
with the swing, and
the way he answered it back then was very off.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Miguel.
Settling in, you got to make him uncomfortable.
Thank you, Miguel. It's a song that he said he was sick of some bullshit, Miguel. Should he have got in front of a camera and answered to it? Yes or no, Miguel?
I will say that what he's talking about, what Benzino was talking about, I feel like I feel the same on that, and I'm not against that at all. I'm a fan. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't a valid explanation. It was covered up a little bit, and that was proven.
Thank you.
So, like, it actually was proven in court.
Thank you, bro.
Puts it away.
You know what I mean? It did go to court, right?
Thank you, bro.
It was proven, and
and they lost, and they had to pay our fucking lawyers when they lost.
His initial response was actually proven to lie in court.
Way back there.
You talking about the initial response? Yellow Brick Road was proven in court.
No. Yellow, listen, bro. He went to court. He wasn't 15 when he wrote it. He admitted he was 21. It's all we won the case because they tried to get him a copyright infringement after he said it wasn't even him. But the bottom line is this: that Yellow Brick Road shit just pushed the lie of Jimmy and him saying that he was 16. He did not get in front of a camera like every other black man has to, every other man has to, and say, "Well, I was wrong. I was young. I should have never said it." he's not having.
I get that. I get that. I'm not minimize the hostility, bro.
And a pitch.
You know what I'm saying? I understand your perspective. I understand what you're saying. And if that's what you think Eminem should do to make certain people feel better about it,
that's how Miguel thinks too.
I said certain people. I get it, bro. But like in the ring,
We could have 6 shots.
taking a few steps back, bro. Like, even if I was to entertain the fact that Eminem himself was at a certain point in his life, 21, 22, whatever it may be,
under it is a Cody to make the grab.
Holding someone accountable to the extent that Benzino is trying to get the culture to go against Eminem at this point.
No balls in a
I
strike.
just want to say, it's 22 years later.
Are you going to fuck with Zimmerman in 30 years?
Brings it in for the third out.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Freddie.
No, I know. I'm
Thank you, Miguel. See, now Miguel's talking with you. Now I'm talking with you, bro. Thank you.
Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success.
Like, is there things that you said or did 20 years ago that you wouldn't do now that people wouldn't
great season.
I believe the most important thing has changed. So,
Here's Turner
changing the
now.
half grown. And I'm not saying for people to hate Eminem. I'm not saying
Turner, 5 feet 11 inches.
That was a hell of a comparison. He got you on that one, though. It was secret. Like, buddy, he got you on that one. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one, Miguel.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, you're right.
And the count is 1-2.
I can hear that. And I could have used something different than murder. You're right, but I did use something off the top. But what I'm saying is most people would not forgive a lot of people for their racist stuff. It's Eminem's superstar that allows that to be forgiven. If he wasn't that much of a superstar, it would not be forgiven. If Machine Gun Kelly went out and did that shit right now, he's done forever.
2 down, nobody on.
You know, and that's all I'm saying. So, like, Eminem is such a huge superstar that he's able to overcome that. He has. And it's...
Start of the fourth, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jaron Duran.
Stevie, brother. The fan base don't care because they're already racist. So that's why he'll still have the fan base. Because niggas don't fuck with Eminem. They don't support that shit. If black people would listen, he's made money off our culture, bro. At the end of the day, he should have got in front of a camera. He still should get in front of a camera, and he should apologize.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
I disagree.
Now? You said no?
And 30 years later, I disagree. Trying to hold some
Zidane Rafael.
You said he said
you was out here fucking flipping fucking angel dust in the heroin industry at 19.
Oh, man. Oh, Stevie. You cold off, Chop. You cold off soul, Stevie. You cold off soul. I don't feel bad for you. I actually feel bad for you now. No. I feel bad for you.
The Red Sox still looking for their first swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
I want to get a question out before you go. Before you go. There's a tape. That guy's saying there's a tape right now. They're trying to sell for $20,000. They got you didn't even diss
into the corner.
And
that's a 2-out double.
Somebody just read on
He was ready to hit right there.
I've already said that I was in the studio, I was recording, I was in there with guys, I wrote the shit, and I was giving, and God gave me a few lines that happens all the time. Alright, listen, bro. Let's produce this. I'm not better than you. I'm not better than you, bitch nigga. Bitch nigga, I'm not better than you.
And welcome back to the ballpark.
I bet you
Here's
will.
Shohei Ohtani.
I ain't trying. I bet you I read better.
Back to work.
How about this thing?
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless pitching outing in the same game. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
I'm with it.
Pablo Sandoval.
I'm with it.
Oh, you're good.
Right, so I need you right, so let's go. What are we going to do?
Puts it in the air out towards left center.
Yes.
O'Neal drifts towards it.
Listen, me and you can get in the studio together. We can do it on Zoom where we both write it in the studio. It'll take some hours. I'll write mine, you write yours, and then we can shut it, and then we can end others. How about it? Well, it's going to interest me because I don't know you, and to be honest, I'm not important. I'm never going to go to the studio.
You both sit across from each other, and the victor gets 10 days.
Down and there's 2 gone. Here's the center
I'm
fielder,
sure that's up to that 10,000.
Pause.
And 1-1.
Look how mad I got him.
Hey, Benzino, real shit, dog. It's been a explosive conversation, dog. But I will convince you.
I don't have nothing against you, Stevie. I ain't got nothing against you, man. We just have, listen, I ain't got nothing against you, bro. And that's all right. And we can agree. All right, the evidence is hostility. Like I told you, in names or whatever. Even I'm telling you, I apologize. Like I don't got nothing against you, Stevie. And I hate getting triggered and calling you names too disrespectful. I always want to call you names. Right, and I got to stop that, and I got to do better. You know what I'm saying? It's a touchy situation, bro. And you got your
these Red Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. Young guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just doesn't happen
shot on my day, it's some shot on your day,
one deep to left center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Y'all went neck and neck at each other for a while. Pause, and I was just throwing the punches out there. You know what I'm doing.
Okay, but let me ask y'all something, right? Yeah. Okay. The next joke, right? Yeah. Y'all do realize, like,
now you know I'm just fucking with you because you're about
I know, but you brought it up. Yeah, I just have to defend myself. Like, again, y'all do realize that, I mean, I love my room. I dated some of the baddest women I was playing with, right? And they ain't never, ever said anything. They've never said anything about my neck. So when another man says stuff about my neck, it's just, the word's really being
good sinker low in the zone right there.
As men,
exactly
we shouldn't care about the way we look. The only way that we should look, we should care is what women. So when it comes to a man's appearance, whatever how he looks like, men, we really shouldn't care. That's my thing. That's how I say. Like God made us all different shapes and sizes. Right? Unless you're into men, then you should care about them. But other than that, like, I've never commented on a man's appearance, his neck, his nose, his ears, his things. Never. I haven't.
Steps on first for the
out. Never.
Digs in now.
I hear what you're saying, Stevie, and I watch people do it, and I understand it's a part of having fun. I'm just saying I've never done it. Like, I've never, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, people use that, again, people use anything to try to get me wound up or to make me look crazy. That one's been around for years, right? So I'm just saying that since my neck is always, you get plugged, whatever, that it's never really stuck on me because it's never stopped me, like, from dealing with beautiful women. And to me, that is the only thing that when it comes to appearance that counts. And you know, it's not like you just joking with your friends. The neck joke is a big fucking thing that the whole world gets on. Like Eminem, it's not touchy because, like I said, women don't have a problem with my neck. Like, and to me, that's the only thing that matters when it comes to appearance.
I guarantee you, you ever piss one of them bitches off and they don't fuck with you no more, they want to fucking make your ass feel like shit.
But I've already got the pussy by then.
What I'm saying, but the fact that they bring it up, it refutes the whole point. They're not going to say anything wrong.
No. All right. Well, I'm saying that if my neck was a problem, they wouldn't have fucked with me in the whole beginning.
29 years old.
Bro. You got what the fuck they want to go get. You know that.
Oh, what do you mean they got what they? What do you mean they got what? What have they got? Like,
you know,
what have they got?
Bro, they expect the fucking status, the allure, the personality.
A status. I've been bagging bad pitches for years, bro. What do you mean?
Hit on the ground to the
I
right
don't know about
side.
what you two niggas do, but I've been bagging bad pitches.
You see me? You know how I'm right? Come on now,
Into
bro.
center.
I'm just saying, I don't know. Listen.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over.
I know, but if she's
Now
fucking
batting
with you, she
Jared
likes what she
Duran.
sees, bro.
Right side.
That's cat.
And
Like if you got
sends it over to first.
So there ain't no motherfucking bitches out here just trying to just come up on fucking fat, ugly motherfuckers for what they can
in
provide.
the box now.
Yeah, but that's
I'm not a fat, ugly motherfucker.
Based on what you just said, you said
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been an attack guy since the very start.
Next one is off the plate.
Get what they want
It's 2-1.
from.
All right, yeah, but I know, but that's not my case. Like, I'm bagging pitches way before I'm any type of celebrity. Like, again, I'm not looking. I'm just saying. I don't have a top on my neck and really don't have a problem.
Until they done with you, then they bring that shit up.
I mean, who's bringing that up my neck?
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I don't know. I'm not in your shit.
You just, exactly. You just,
Now a screamer into the outfield. And base hit. And that extends the inning.
Yeah. So, Zeno, what's your final take on
Nice
this?
at bat right there. Not just the result, but I've also seen a lot of pitches. They can really work out there on the mound. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out line.
watching a movie with my beautiful black woman.
Gets a piece there. He'll do it again.
I knew the conversation was going to be spicy, right? I got into this conversation like, I'm going to chill.
On the ground.
You see, I started.
Foul ball.
I could have. It's
It's
hard.
We'll do it again.
Your stands are hard, bro. Your stands are hard.
Foul ball still.
Are you a stand? Are you a stand? Yes or no?
The swing and a miss.
The stands
Bottom
can
of
be
the
vicious.
sixth inning. And here he is.
Are you a stand, Stevie? Are you a stand?
Yeah, the right-hander back to work.
Bro, I don't fuck.
I think you are.
And that one is
I
lifted in
think
the
you are,
air.
Stevie.
Sizing this one up.
Why? Because I'm
And out number one on the grab.
Isn't that what stands are?
No, stands. No, listen to me. Stands.
What's a stand?
No, stands. Don't give a fuck.
Just barely
What the fuck
missed it.
Eminem
Man,
does?
this guy was
You
ready
don't
to
be
hit.
right.
Turner
Stevie, this whole
in the
interview
box for the
just proved
second
that.
time.
You
One ball,
don't give
no
a fuck.
strikes.
No, it's
Stevie, you just proved.
Now it's
You just proved
belted.
that you
Deep
don't give
to
a fuck
left.
what he's trying to do.
Way
Still
out of
with
here. Home
He's a
run.
stand. You got okay. Those are the people who are being decided.
There's Acuna
Bro,
now.
let me finish what I'm saying.
Struck out on just
I was-
3 pitches last
I
time.
wasn't hip to Eminem during Fullest Pride days. If I was around during that time,
Nobody was.
but listen to me. Let me
Story
finish
sends it
my
over
statement.
first.
I am.
They
I
get
didn't
the
get hip
out
to
on
Eminem
Acuna.
until 4 years ago.
So now the DH
Right.
spot.
And all I know
Shohei
is what I know
Ohtani.
at this point. And what I've researched historically
That's
throughout this whole
outside.
fucking
Ball
Eminem
one.
shit.
Pretty frugal guy.
The
He
mindset
is
I
very
had
efficient
5 years
with
ago,
the pitch count in
if I
this
was
one.
around during Fullest Pride shit, that would definitely
After giving up that home run
influence my
earlier,
perspective
it just doesn't seem
much
like he wants
differently,
to
dog.
challenge him.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, me as Stevie Knight, I cannot. And it depends. There's levels to it. Like you compare Zimmerman, I'm never gonna fucking look at a motherfucker different for shooting a motherfucker. But I can't hold a motherfucker accountable from what I perceive this motherfucker saying 15, 16. Even if it's 21, it's 30 years ago, bro.
There's a guy right there that
You change as a person.
his hands, and you have to
How was
wait
your
a little
personality
longer
changed?
to
How
break
was
the
your
ball. He did
being
that, and
changed
he
over
still
30
had the
years ago,
power
bro?
to
Like
drive
this,
it the
that's
other
how
way.
I
So
look.
why don't he just come out and just say that?
And here it comes.
Because Pacino wants him to.
Because everybody else, because everybody else has to. There's in the world.
Everybody else.
And we'll go back to the ballpark.
I know,
Now it's
you're
going
on,
to be
you know that. Fuck
Everybody
everybody else.
else. Who's everybody
You
else?
are,
That gets
you
the
are
inside
huge
corner for a
fan.
strike.
That's your
Well,
name.
he's back out
Everybody
there
else,
to begin the
though.
seventh. That surprised you at all, Chris?
The black community, Stevie, the black community.
There's a guy named John in the chat that just said, complexion-wise, you're a lot lighter than Steve.
Looking
And
to
he's
get the
saying
tying
that
run on
that
base.
you
Miguel,
And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
Miguel,
Tristan
again,
Casas will hit
we
next.
Yeah.
Miguel, we're not gonna stop stupid shit.
Pitch misses,
You
and it's
like
going to
Skip
know.
too. Are you right, Miguel? Are you right? I said, everybody's right as me. Are you right? You can see yourself right?
Now 2-0.
I'm right. What the please, bro? Like, we don't. Bro, you don't have to. You don't have to think. You don't have to think about foolish shit what foolish people say, bro. Like, bring him some intelligent shit. I'm just saying they paid this. I know. Stevie. I know Miguel. Like, bring up some intelligent shit, bro. Like, you just said some intelligent shit. Now it's back to the somebody saying.
We'll see another payoff.
Miguel, that's Miguel. It's ignorant.
Righty
It's
to the
ignorant,
plate.
bro. It's ignorant, bro.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Miguel, I don't care about that. That was something I took. He just lost $50. I mean,
That one lifted
send
to
me
left.
50 next time,
Long
dickhead.
run on his horse.
Hey, John, you're a whole
Lays
dickhead.
out and
Bring
makes
some
the
more,
play.
stupid.
They're saying that Trump did more for black
You
people
just
than
can't take your eyes off
You
of
need
Mike
to
Trout.
check this
Whether
out.
he's
You
at
need
the
to
plate or in the
let me explain
outfield,
this, right?
this
Again,
guy's
racist
something
white
special.
people.
Making ground is the best we've ever seen. Incredible diving catch right there.
was coming in anyway, then you got to pay him back. What the fuck has Trump done other than that?
Stands in
And he
now
didn't even
and
do that.
watches strike
That was
one.
coming way back from Obama. What the fuck has Trump done to black people?
Swing and a
You
miss.
fucking racist fuck.
As he was out front that time.
Swing
Swing and a base hit.
How did I hear that? That's Landon.
And that
It's got
gets
to be
the inning
somebody. I heard
going.
that. I heard the audio playback.
Are we done, Miguel? All right, the guys
Just
we
to
need
drive
to
that pitch
You're
the
free
opposite
to
way.
leave at any time you want. We appreciate you for tuning in. All
Let it
All right,
get
fellas.
deep.
I'll mention
Go
up
right
if you're all
to
right.
it, and then extend it through the swing.
All right,
for the
Landon,
line
could
drive
you
base hit.
align us a
Now
little bit better
maybe
over here so I can
creative
talk to
on
Stevie
offense
for a
with
second?
speed on first.
Yeah.
That's a
Got
belt
him
to
down.
fire.
Damn.
Pitch misses there.
Hey, here's somebody's audio.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gap.
Is that your audio
Oh,
playing
this
today?
one high and deep. Way back
Yeah, I
there.
don't know. I just hear it. It might be. I hear it. No, because I hear
And it
Landon clicking
is
around. So here it is.
gone. Here's
Landon, mute your
Tyler
mic. Are you clicking? Oh, okay.
O'Neal.
All right, but I don't hear the echo anymore. Anyways, what do you feel like?
Fell on the mound. This is a spot where he's got to
What do
treat
you
this
feel
as a
like?
clean
How
inning.
it went?
Forget
You
about the
can
run,
ask.
forget about now being
Entertaining.
behind on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Start fresh
But
and
for
get those hitters back up to the
productivity,
plate as quickly as possible.
I feel like he feels the same way I feel, though. Because he's so
Out towards
convicted
right
and
center
stands on
field.
things that doesn't matter what the
Gets
fuck
down
anybody
a base
says
hit.
about
Goes to
anything.
second.
He's stuck on.
And he's out.
How much?
Touchdown, and that ends the inning.
There's been a few points to me that I
We're
had
back in a new pitcher
thought
here to
about
start the
before,
bottom of
but
the
at the end
seventh.
of the day,
Greg
in
Weisser.
2024,
And we all know
it doesn't
about his
change the
slider.
way
It's
that I
just
view
filthy,
things
man.
now.
And one of
You
the
know what I'm saying?
better ones in
Outside
the
of
game,
fucking
I'd say.
murder
Spin rate's
and
very
raping
high, and it
somebody,
just
bro.
breaks a
Like,
ton.
it's kind of
Flips it
difficult
to
for me to
Casas.
hold somebody
One
accountable
down.
for something they said.
And
Said
next will be the
30
cleanup
years
hitter,
ago.
Ken
If somebody
Griffey
was to
Jr.
fucking
Those plays can be
record me
tricky.
saying some
They're
shit I said
routine, but that doesn't mean it's
when I
always
was
going to be
16,
smooth. She delivered a
17,
good play
19,
right there.
21,
Foul
the age I
off.
am
He
now,
was
I'm
late.
like, bro, what the fuck? That 5 years ago, I was a different motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that,
One down, base is
the way
empty.
Benzino
One
shiced
in the
because
dirt,
this
and
was
it's
already
1-1.
addressed 20 years ago. I guess it wasn't addressed the way Benzino wanted to be addressed, and you wanted to be addressed. You feel like you should have made like a
Way
public
inside.
statement to everybody, which I understand. But I mean, no one gets to dictate how things happen. He did make
No chase
reference
that
towards it in the
time.
goddamn
Almost feel
song,
like he's
which
frustrated a little
was,
bit. He wants to be challenged.
mind you, I wasn't around during that fucking time. Like the old
And
me.
that's ball four.
It's tough after falling behind a
If I was
hitter.
around during that time and I heard that shit, I would understand why
Now at least he gets a
black
fresh
folks would
start
have
against
that
a new
amount of
batter,
venom
but
towards him
he needs
at
to
that
get
point.
back into
All
the
that shit would
strike
make
zone
sense,
and
but
start pitching
you
with
trying to tell, you
conviction.
trying to convince me that
first, and he
Eminem
breaks
is a
for
fucking
second.
racist. Now get the fuck out of here, bro. He's
And
done
he's
too much for
out
the
at
black community.
first.
He's done
He
too much for
can't
fucking
get
hip hop.
back.
He's, bro, I would argue that he's uplifted hip hop and hip. I would argue that he's uplifted hip hop and the black community
Swings
more
and
than
lines a
most
base hit into
through his
left
efforts in
field.
hip hop,
So
bro.
a two-out
Because
knock keeps the
he's
inning
put more
alive.
money in everybody's pocket by his decision.
Joely Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think money means something, right? Let me tell you where I'm coming from, though. I'm coming from a point of trying to understand another individual's viewpoint on it. When I sat there and I listened to Benzino speak on it, he was talking about what went on in his time, and also
Now here is
saying, you know, this wasn't just like a little part of a song. It was power take. That they were not able to, you know, in the court ruling,
So
that you can display it, but you can only use a portion of the song can't use the entire tape because they weren't let that happen to Eminem, right? Like, obviously, he had good attorneys. He had a lot of money. He has a lot of money. So he was able to fight a lot off. And he was able to say, you know, that he was able to prove that he was 21 years old at the time, not 15, right? And so for him and for those people, I go back to when I'm talking to Charleston White, and he's sitting here. You know, we have him up on our show a lot, and something that he said to me that it was a conversation we were having, and I'm like, you know, I'm Puerto Rican.
That one is lifted in the air.
I used to, you know, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this on this platform a lot. And I had to change that because I felt like, you know what, there is a certain demographic of people that I do offend by saying that. And Charleston was like, you know, thank you for changing that, because I stopped saying that in episodes a while back, long while back. And he's like, you know, because somebody's grandmother will appreciate you saying that. Right? And he was like, that's what people don't understand is like that. It's okay, maybe you're not offending everyone, but you are offending people that have gone way outside. You know what I mean? And so when I think about things like that, I know there's a certain demographic that does want to be spoken to. Yeah, a lot of time has passed. You know what I mean? And people do change. What you're saying is perfectly understandable. I'm not mad at Eminem. I'm not looking for an apology. I'm not one of those people. Coming from the point of understanding that there are people that do want that. Maybe Benzino is a little bit extra about it, but I also did have plenty of conversations with him where I could see him visibly get frustrated that, like, they're attacking his daughter, they're attacking his son. And he came up here recently and said, like, yo, I do have, like, issues. And you can hear him addressing it either. You know, like, mental health because of all of it. And it has taken over. But it's for him, when his window, he looks out his window, he's attacked. And he's like, damn, I can't. Every time I go have an interview, they're like, Eminem. Every time I fucking go, I have to talk about it. I go to an airport, like, fuck you, Benzino, Eminem's the GOAT. He has to deal with that. And did he bring it up?
You don't feel like he volunteered to put that target on his back by the decisions he made in the past?
He fucked with it. He fucked with it.
Crucial opportunity to
like,
attack this game with a base hit.
I can't be empathetic for a person that volunteers to get that heat on him, bro, because he came with that energy back then, bro. You fucked with Eminem's money with the fucking source and trying to describe this man as an artist. And you know the amount of influence and power and control music has over people. And then you take a motherfucker like Eminem, bro, like, you fucking with people's gods at that point. So, like, he volunteered to put this fucking target on his back so he doesn't live in reality, bro. Like, everything he hears negative towards him in regards to Eminem is probably the most vicious shit. Like, who on this earth do you think hears more racist hatred at themselves more than Benzino?
I mean, you're not wrong, right? Like, there is a lot of self-inflicted wounds of what happened with this entire issue between Benzino and Eminem. There's a lot. You know what I mean? It's literally impossible to deny it. It's there. Me personally, I'm a fan of Eminem. I don't listen to his music now. I'm not a fan of his more recent tapes. However, he has done a lot. I do agree. You know, do money and do influence. He's done a lot for the communities. And maybe that's him righting his wrongs, right? Because, again, I do believe that he changed. I do not believe that he's racist today. I don't. I believe that.
Holding a motherfucker to this standard at the point which 51, trying to make him apologize to the minority. Keeping it real, it's the minority of people that are pissed at the point of the Benzino, where they need to hear an apology.
The conversation
would be powerful, but he doesn't owe that to anybody. Like, he's not like the people that vote for him, he owes himself up to more people. Yeah, but I mean, he's not pissing out on no bills about that shit, bro. Like, if he comes, if it bothers him that much, he would have said something. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything, bro. It's like, because it's not racist.
That one drilled left field.
It's impossible. Even if I entertain the fact that he was at one point racist.
I mean,
hold me accountable for the things that I said or did when I was 21.
Any insurance runs having the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
You know,
one there. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth.
You got black guy here that will talk the most nasty, sadistic shit about black women.
The play.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's Trevor Story now.
Right now.
1 for 3.
And they're not going to get this fucking type of energy, bro. I guess because
it'll never hit because it's
not going to hit, but it's the same thing. Like, it's the same shit. They are
back. And on the mound is the closer,
demographic. Maybe you have a black
These
guy.
are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves.
Talking about black people a certain way. It's the same shit.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
If it happens right now, okay, I'm looking at it different.
That's inside.
Come on, dog. What the fuck you talking about? But at this
happening right now. That's why I said it's just a difference of perspective. Where you're sitting at. I will say this though. I don't live there. Obviously, being from Buffalo, New York, Eminem has done a lot for our community by bringing Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, just specifically people from Buffalo. And you know, having my people from Buffalo, he put on for me. It was like Conway made a statement about it. He's like, I can never look at M wrong. That's my brother for life.
Compare people, rappers right now that put on for hip hop in the genuine authenticity of hip hop more than Eminem right now.
Brings it in.
What was the question?
1 away. Shohei Ohtani now at the plate.
Such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and the first hitter he faces just makes everything slow down a little bit.
He's the OGs in the game, and he's in tune with the newest motherfuckers, the battle rappers and shit. And this motherfucker put Young M.A. His last album, bro, the question was bugging, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker lives and breathes hip-hop more than anybody. He puts on...
I won't say he does more than anybody. I won't say
he lives and breathes it more than anybody, bro. Like, trying to represent... Hip-hop is such a fucking terrible space.
It's a foul ball.
You know what I'm
One run across the frame so far. Here in the
he
last
lives and
half
breathes it
of
more than
inning number 9.
At this moment, I'm just going based off how people project themselves. Like maybe Nas lives and breathes it in his head, but his projection and how he talks about it and how he's lying. Benzino said Eminem doesn't do interviews. He's done plenty of interviews. But all he talks about is hip-hop. He talks about the OGs. He talks about news motherfuckers. He talks about the current status. It's always hip-hop oriented. None of that fuck shit, none of the bullshit.
There's your Wu-Tang that does the interview. I won't say it's more than everybody else, but yeah, he's definitely a hip-hop head to the core.
And there's a ball. Two down bases empty, but one run across. We're in the last half of the ninth inning.
Acknowledge motherfuckers and talk like he's so tapped.
I also feel I don't pay that much attention to Eminem.
And the count.
Everybody you gotta do on YouTube, bro. You know what I'm saying? Extremely tapped in. If you compare it to like the most trending shit in hip hop right now, it's just
ball.
You know, but you still got your J. Cole's, your Kendrick Lamar's.
They do it within their skill. You said, but like I'm telling you, anytime there's multiple times that I've seen Eminem have interviews talking.
Number 47.
Always big up in people in the past, predecessors, people that fucking influenced him. And motherfuckers now, I've never seen anybody out here right now doing that shit on a larger scale. I've seen J. Cole and Kendrick and A$AP Rocks and all these motherfuckers salute Eminem. You know what I mean? Like, Eminem steady putting on hip hop. All he gives a fuck about is hip hop. That's it.
Yeah, but when you look at what Jay-Z's doing, it might not be the same. He's changing the landscape
for the Red Sox.
You know,
this is a big at-bat
putting him in the street.
Putting a little added pressure on him here.
Giving people
and he's in there
the opportunity to realize the reach that
it's just sometimes difficult because of what people are doing. I don't agree with that, but I hear you, and I definitely agree that
here's Reese McGuire.
He's one of those ones, right? Like you can't knock Eminem. Is he in my top 10?
Next offering is in for a strike.
My personal top 10. Would I ever get mad at somebody saying he's their number one? Hell, he's earned it. You know what I mean? I think he's done a lot.
Getting ready to hit. Wouldn't chase that time.
The floor is yours.
No, I'm talking about like off camera right now.
Eminem's the greatest ever?
No. You say he's not your top 10. I bet you I can get him at least in the top 5.
Off of first with 2 away.
Oh no, I'm huge hip hop. I love music. I used to.
So remaining in the game defense.
My personal preference I can tell you right off the jump, I can go Tupac.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Chori.
DMX, Oz, AZ.
But how do you rate them though? How do you rate them? Like, what's your main measuring
short
bar as far as?
Because for me, without
and we are tied.
Like my votes are entirely different from my favorite. Like my favorite rapper of all time,
on a left-handed reliever from the
but
pen with the left
he can't rap it all fucking Biggie or and Renard. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as I think there's objective rates in this shit. And if Eminem is not in your top 10, I can convince someone that will be honest about the reception of.
When you're talking about all the categories, does he fill the boxes? Absolutely. Yeah. He definitely 100% can fill every single box.
Whether you like him or not, it's irrelevant.
He can put right to the left side, he can put the multi-syllables, the wordplay. He definitely checks all the boxes. I just prefer from other people a lot more. So
runners on the move.
Get me the same.
Over the story for
Nipsey Hussle, somebody else. Did I say J. Cole? J. Cole. I would put over
tougher than these guys make it look sometimes because
it's totally subjective in that regard. But I think objectively, like if aliens were coming to fucking planet Earth and tried to figure out what the fuck hip hop was, you can't have that conversation without putting Eminem on that fucking list, regardless if you fuck with him or not.
You gotta go to the old school. You gotta go to like the Big Daddy Kane, you know what I mean? The Rockin', you know what I mean? The Slick Bricks. The game, just so many more that I can't even think of because I'm trying to write it up. But if we go all the way back, there's a lot.
There's a song. You go back to fucking.
He now 3 balls and a strike.
Go back to Sugar Hill Gang and you fucking put it in Cardi B. Like Eminem is in the fucking
middle.
In the
air.
Yeah, he's in the mix.
So like, there's no way you can have a conversation about hip hop objectively and not, bro. Eminem has. If not, has murdered or if not made it debatable with all your top rappers, bro, on a fucking feature.
Back now.
Yeah, but that's also depends on how you look at it too. Because when I listen to Renegade, although he was dope, my personal opinion, I thought Jay-Z's verses.
I give you a fucking fact that you may not know. Did you know that the verse Eminem wrote for Renegade was written years before, and Jay-Z had murdered that verse from? He had already known. He had already known what the fuck Eminem had written. He still wrote the verse he had, and it's still somewhat debatable from the majority of hip hop.
And another ball.
Which is, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, he got that record, and he did very well.
Written before, like, if they was going at it in that given time, it would have been much different. But that original verse was him and
also my favorite Jay Moore. If they were going at it at the same time, because there's a presence there. You know what I mean? That you're sitting there next to Eminem. Eminem being a student of the game,
you can't expect
to would give ultimate respect to sit right next to Jay-Z while he's writing his lines right there.
Yeah, I mean, at that time, Eminem wasn't the nicest out of all rappers. Jay-Z was the fucking nicest. Some of my Blueprint time, like that was Jay-Z's only official thing. Like Eminem being in the booth, the only person that would go crazy in that regard would be Eminem because he has.
That's also when you look back, that was also Eminem's greatest thing. By far.
Was it 2000? When did Blueprint come out?
Story.
But
no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
When Hope dropped Blueprint,
turns over.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying at that same time is when Eminem had his. That was
he's also grounded out and struck out. This one checked to the ground, but foul.
Jay-Z dropped Blueprint. He was that motherfucker. Right? He was that.
So if you could go overall with everything considered, would you not take Drake over Eminem?
That one.
No, that's a ball. Lay off that pitch down.
Drake does everything. And it's
Drake is a rapper, but he's in a whole different league, bro. That motherfucker does everything.
That's what I'm saying. He could be a rapper. He could be a pop star.
2-1.
He could drop the bars on you. He's also, it is hard.
I can't quit breaking that.
In the air,
the
right
whole
field.
fucking Quentin Miller shit and all that, bro. That's a sticky subject, bro. Only these writers and shit, bro. You know what I mean? I can't put him in that shit, bro. Like, tell you, my objective votes right now.
Already homered in this game.
No specific order. Of course, Eminem is there. Eminem, Wayne, K-Dot.
That one finds the
Eminem,
corner.
Wayne, K-Dot.
As left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later.
Yeah. You know what, though, my man? Like, that's what he is. You know what I mean? I'm actually happy for him that he was able to do that because it's 2 years.
On to the 12th.
Well,
Now the
the
first
bars,
baseman,
absolutely.
Tristan Casas.
Last time he rapped, he wanted to kill him at the
That's
Grammy.
strike one.
That goes to show you that
Next
that's
up,
what he's supposed to be doing. I get it. He wants to. He don't have shit to talk about. Whatever. Andre is so underrated. And he's disgusting. And
squeezes it.
Yeah, he's one of those ones too.
Different.
I was hoping
he. Trevor Story.
I was hoping it was bullshit.
Yeah,
I definitely listened to like a track or two. And I was like, I can't do this. But nevertheless, I still am a huge fan of what he does. And I like music, right? So like I could listen to any type of genre if it's dope. I love music. That's why I love doing what I'm doing with interviewing with people because, you know, get all sorts of different perspectives. And I like to be able to be open and say, you know what, let Benzino get his shit off and explain where he's coming from because it's a different spot. No matter what, the two of you, it's hard for you to agree with each other. Me, I'm just always sitting back. I'm like, okay, I can hear it. You know what I mean? I'm learning.
I think that I think the source of the energy that Benzino puts out comes from a racist position.
I don't know if it comes from a racist position. I think it comes from I seen him just get bothered with attacks. He tried to be cool. Like I've seen him legitimately say, you know what, I want this to be over with. I want to sit down with M. And then as soon as he said it, it was like viral. Benzino can't let it go. You know what I mean? And he just gets so fucking frustrated. Like, damn, honestly, for like maybe 4 years.
Bro, this motherfucker has been doing podcasts and interviews, disrespecting Eminem constantly.
I know it, but that's what I'm saying. He keeps getting asked questions. And at first, he gets into it. Like, it consumed him. It took over his life. You know what I mean? It's every day. That dude, I can't walk around somewhere with him at the gym without somebody.
That's some bullshit.
That's a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath.
And I was like, he was like, oh man, dope, I appreciate it. I smoke a lot too. You know, I'm gonna eat these, and I was like, damn, did you rest the bunch of white down? Takes a strike. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, you know what I mean? So like, he gets fucked with it. He walks through a mall, an airport, he gets fucked with a lot. But I will say this, he's also a very authentic dude. When you're out with him, you see like these other celebrities and the way they interact with him, they all show love and they all support him. A lot of people walk up to him. He's comfortable walking around without security everywhere. He just chills. He's going to stop into your local store. He's going to sit there, take a picture with you, have a conversation with you. He's an authentic dude. Like, he does get a lot of shade, and because of this Eminem situation, you can tell the frustration's there. But I can tell you right now, anybody that I know that's
allowing it to
what you need?
in the head, but going to work at the next
or you just like to know?
In the air, right
side ball game, bitch.
Way back and
gone. Just like, damn, that dude is actually a ill-ass dude.
A gigantic blast. And we are
it's 6-6. It's like
and here's the
walking into a goddamn... You walk into a fucking Con Piranhas and not expecting to get bit like he does it to himself.
Empty, but 3 runs across, and we're deep in extras.
I always told him, I'm like...
on its way to the corner.
See, because, you know, I sat down with him and we talked about Sean
there, and it's a foul ball.
And he's like, I never met her. Ever. I don't even want to say bad things about this woman or this man or whatever it is. I don't want to say bad things. He's like, but it's like I'm trying to get rid of it, and then there's like a Photoshop picture, and then this comes out and that comes out, and now they're like, oh, well, you definitely were with her, and he's like, yo, it just pisses me off. He goes, this Red Roof Inn situation with another dude. He's like, Dan, so you never like traveled around and had no money and just got a fucking hotel room that had 2 fucking beds in it, and you shared the same hotel. He's like, back in the day when I was on tour, there was 15 people sleeping in one fucking bed. When they did these tours, all the rappers would have to try to figure out sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the beds to get these tours done. It wasn't the same as it is now. He's like, no matter what, I can't escape it. I'm like, but Benzino, the way you talk and you type you 100% help fuel the fire. Yeah, like you just you're adamant for it. And he's a magnet. We see this in front of our face unfolding every single day.
When he gets emotional, and it's a wrap.
He did it at the beginning of this one.
Yeah.
I sat there. I spoke to him. I said, "Chill out. You don't need to let shit agitate you. I've watched enough. I ain't watched all your shit, right? But I've watched enough and heard enough to know that you're a good dude and you're able to sit down and have a good conversation, right?" And I talked to him about it, and he was like, "Cool. You know, I can't wait to do it." All of a sudden, boom, and I'm like, "Oh shit, what do I do?" You know what I mean? Again, I gotta get back to my kids and shit. And I did promise the people that came over to my page and shot over their Cash App, hit that subscribe button on my page. I'm gonna give somebody $100. So I don't know if Landon's on here. Somebody you could just go ahead and pick somebody randomly. I got a couple screenshots. Just throw those Cash Apps in there right now on the Dancer Project YouTube page. Steve, I'd love to have more conversations with you in the future. This was dope. Shout out to you and what you're doing. Your platform.
I appreciate the look, bro. Like that came out of nowhere, bro. The fucking family showed me, hey, Benzino talking shit. But the only reason why Benzino talking shit because you dropped the fucking name. So yeah, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm always down to fucking tap in, bro. I love this shit, dog.
Shout out to my guy Mike there.
I'm definitely with the fucking smoke. So
yeah, shout out to my guy Mike in Buffalo that put me on to you too. He showed me all the shit you had going on. I was like, damn, this.
Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel too, Stevie Knight.
He was actually teaching me, like, he's like, you need to be more like him, the way he talks to his people. He's like, you're always talking in the middle of a big-ass interview, and you never talk to your fans. And I'm like, you know what? You might be right, because I've been getting so sucked into these conversations that I forget that we're literally live streaming most of the time. I did an interview yesterday that I'm going to talk to you about in a second. It's going to be the craziest interview of the year. It involves, and even if I say it, it's going to fuck it up, right? But it involves... It involves nobody's seen this one yet. I can't even air it due to like legal obligations and shit like that. It involves one of the largest trials in the world.
Oh, it's about YSL shit. Oh shit.
It's major, and there's a lot of revealing shit in there.
Don't get caught up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm making sure it's all caught up. But I will be dropping it in about a week from now.
Yeah.
And I will be dropping a little trailer to it to talk my shit. But the reason I'm saying that is we always have a lot of dope people that come up here. If there's ever any the artists that you want to jump in mid-fucking interview and talk your shit with them too, you know what I mean? Come through. I could have Landon set it up, and you could just pop up on the screen and you can start talking your shit with them. It don't matter. And I got everybody coming up.
I see you, bro. I see you, dog.
Yeah, so... again, I appreciate you. Make sure you follow Stevie Knight at his YouTube page. We could go ahead and pick a winner for this $100. I feel like it's, you want to pick somebody? Just want to pick. If you want to head over to my YouTube page on your phone, you can just pick somebody that fucking throws.
Somebody in the comments or somebody that.
They're all throwing up there. Landon said, "Damn, Landon, you're gonna give the winner that." It's not their. That's not even their Cash App.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Their Cash App? Is that name?
Unless, maybe that is a hashtag. Oh, no, I take it back. It's a Cash App.
The Cash App says, what does it say?
Eminem Trash 2024.
That's their Cash App. Hey.
I bet your fucking subs hate Eminem, huh?
Nah, not at all. No, I think they probably hate Benzino.
Word.
Yeah, no, I mean it's the same. Like we grew our base off of a lot of hip hop, a lot of battle rap, and so when Benzino comes in there talking, a lot of that battle rap culture, they fuck with him. And so when he comes in there and talks, they every time he's on the platform, you can open it. Every time he's on the platform, you could open it. Yeah. Come on, Papa. Come here. Say hi. You can stay here. I'm about to sign off anyways. Say hi. Say hello.
Ballpark. Inning number 13, set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Jaron
It's like we're
Duran.
gonna pick this. This is my son Mike, by the way.
Dives and he
You
can't
know,
hang
my baby
on.
boy right here. You know, you told me you got your kids and stuff. Congrats to you, and shout out to the one on the way.
And stepping in for
Yeah, so we'll pick a winner. We'll give that person $100. Landon, if you could just send over there, make sure it's good and that's actually their cash app, though.
Prevent that run from scoring.
It's a strong is the user.
Okay.
Oh, and they're
All right, so just go ahead and grab their info.
That's an
Type it in again, whoever it is.
Pitcher
Make
must
sure
begin
again
his
that you
motion
follow
before the pitch
that you
timer
go to the
runs
Stevie
out.
Nicks
We're looking
page.
for a little
That's
more urgency out there.
KNIGHT.
Next offering is in
You
for a
spell that
strike.
Stevie?
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second, catcher with the pop top.
Okay, so my man, let's definitely talk soon. I'll send over that $100, and then you have a good night.
All right, brody.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big.
That was interesting.
That ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice
J.
extension
Cole's
as
career is
well.
over. His album doesn't hit the same. He's not top 5 anymore. He's lost his place. Nobody can talk about him or even position him as number 1 because he apologized. That's what the internet is saying right now. Now look, 2024 started off surprising everyone. Cat Williams just dropped a bomb left, right, and center, and I think ever since then, we still haven't recovered from it. I mean, this is more shocking than showing up at one of Diddy's parties and realizing there's no females anywhere, but there's KY jelly. But you know what? It's not for me to wade into this shit. So let's see why J. Cole has pulled this reverse Uno card and watch this apology together.
That one clips the outside corner. 0-1.
Except for one part.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
Make me feel like, man, it's the lamest shit I've ever did in my
Swing and a
fucking
miss,
life.
and he chases that one in the dirt.
No.
Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. No
I'm not
advance,
getting my niggas
good
up
job
there.
behind the dish.
No, we don't want it. Everybody loves controversy.
Number 22.
Right?
This is rap. Don't do it.
I damn near had a relapse, right? Because
There's a strike.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
So all of this time we moved going forward. It's the first time I was tested. Why am I tested?
Got him. One away.
What you gonna do, Cole?
Justin Turner now. Out front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some
I mean, I
confidence
think that's
out
the
there on the
thing.
mound that you
It's
can win
like-
this battle.
Rap battles are like modern day gladiators. I think the public has always been infatuated
Here's Ronald
with
Acuna
drama,
Jr. at
right?
the
With
plate.
one man going after another man, survival of the fittest, right? Who can outbar who and who can stand
I'd say the
at the
intensity
mountaintop,
level has gone up with
right?
Notches
I mean,
for sure.
drama and controversy,
Swings
they
and
sell.
misses.
They get more clicks and views. I mean, look at this channel,
Well, the hitter
right?
shows the
When I
pitcher
normally
that
do
he's
Kendrick
willing to
Lamar,
go
J.
after
Cole
that pitch
reactions,
down in the
other
zone.
reactions like
So
that.
perhaps
I mean, look
he'll
at
come back to it.
right? A lot of people see the thumbnail, and they don't want to click. And I'll show you the click rate versus other artists that I do. Click rate is much higher. So like, we don't want to see him talk about this shit. But because of the controversy, more people wanted to hear other opinions, right? So they clicked on it. And for the first time, it was like Christmas on the channel. All of a sudden, I have all these new Cole fans. I have all these new Kendrick fans watching me. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like breaking this down, like a doctor's surgery, like just getting a lyrical knife out. And I was like, this is incredible to have.
Yeah.
On the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got it.
Tiffany,
Huge.
what's the number?
So they're down to their final out. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. First pitch misses.
It's a new era where
A little bit
everybody
low.
on social media
Pressure's on
wants to
right
weigh
here.
in. All of a
2-0
sudden, things
count,
happen
bases
so
loaded.
quick.
You don't
And
want to fall
everybody
to a
just
3-ball count and
overreacts
then
to
walk
everything
in
at
runs.
once.
He's got
We all
chance
just
to hit
pile
right
in and
here.
we all want to see blood. But at the
Foul
end of the day,
ball.
Cole has to do what
Makes
Cole
the count 2
wants to
and
do.
1.
What's right for him.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
The next offering misses. And now it's 3-2. One strike away. Fights it off, you'll see another. Winning run stands at second. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close.
My spirit, I'm trying to like
get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
On the ground,
Damn.
the
Ball game.
go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over. One-run game here.
I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog.
We're done with Team Affinity.
Right how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers that ever touched a fucking so y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? Ask why. So I just want to come up here and be like, public and be like, bro, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. And I say all that to say, it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was doing it correctly. And I pray that God will line me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm going to take that shot. Chin, boy, ain't you know? You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my misstep. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days, he's totally throwing that in the trash, man. He called it goofy. He's calling it a misstep. Like he's taking a bye week. Like what is happening now? Is it gonna be Kendrick and Drake for the Super Bowl? And then I can get back to my J. Cole's just defaulted to a bye? Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like it let me know how good I was sleeping for the last 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours. I want to do that for you. This is why we spent so long talking about the history, looking back on it, doing different breakdowns. Because for me, when you step back and you look at the situation, I talked about this with J. Cole's diss, right? That diss was a test of waters. That was not, we can't even call it a diss. Even he said it was a warning. And it was definitely a warning. I mean, anybody who broke it down and really looked at it, you could see that Cole's not going all out. He's holding back because you could tell that there's still a respect for Kendrick. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to give it back to you. I have to do something. I feel like I have to do something. He even admitted to that. Like the internet, everybody's pushing him to do something. So he did something. But it's almost like, how far are we going on this? Like, how much do you really feel this way? Because, again, when we broke down that diss, I felt like there were a lot more shots at Drake, really, and Cole was kind of collateral damage. And if you look at the past and the history between Kendrick and Cole, all the times they brought each other out on stage, they shot at each other out, they showed love to each other, the different instances where they've worked together, the Black Friday that happened, right? There's a lot more history of them collaborating, of them getting along, of kind of being on the same team, the team of hip-hop, versus Kendrick and Drake. There's beef there. There's animosity. There's a well-documented history of them going at it. And if you sit back and you listen to Cole and you understand where he's coming from, right, he still respects Kendrick. That's the biggest takeaway that I have from this. For him, that respect and that connection and that friendship is greater than what everybody else is saying.
And now here's
so you got to respect a man who has his values, right? It's not the values that I want. It's not the values that everybody else wants, what everybody else is saying. Who are we to tell him how to be? Just because we want to see the beef, because it's great. It creates more clicks. We get more views. Everybody's more excited about it. Everybody gets to talk more about it, right? Who are we to tell a grown-ass man, 39 about to turn 40, what to do, right? He's found his peace. He's found his balance, and that's what he's happy with. And I get it, too, because I've been involved in dramas. I've been involved in battles. And I've talked about this before. When you get into battle mode, that person over there is your enemy, right? You are looking to dissect the motherfucker down. You were looking for weak points. You were looking to troll. You were looking for any way to get under their skin. And you were in attack mode. And that's a different type of mentality. That's a different type of way of being, of going about your art, of going about your MCing versus making original music, which Cole loves to do. We all know what Cole's on because he's got a history of that. Versus Kendrick, who has no problem throwing shots. I mean, hell, remember the Monster Freestyle? He threw shots at Wayne. He threw shots at Eminem. Then he did his control burst. He fired more shots and more controversy. Then he's done this now where he fires more shots. Like Kendrick is on that time. He's okay with that type of energy. Cole is more like a rap monk, isn't he? He's always stepping back. He's always trying to really think things through. He's very composed, and it comes out. And at the end of the day, when it comes to rapping and MCing, you want people to be true to who they are, right? That's the genuineness of true MC. So to me, Cole is being true to himself. Are we all pissed? Am I disappointed? Fuck yeah. Of course we're going to be disappointed. Because again, we love the competition of rap. Shield, steel, sharpen steel. Right? Pushing each other. Building their pens up to see who really comes out on top. And I do kind of disagree with Cole a little bit too. Because he's looking at it from the perspective of, look, I have an influence, I have fans. He probably saw people talking about To Pimp a Butterfly. And even I was like, wow, he's calling that out. But there was a lot of chatter I saw on the internet, especially from Cole fans, all of a sudden trying to discredit To Pimp a Butterfly. Trying to discredit Kendrick Lamar album's work. And I think Cole stepped back for the sake of hip-hop and went, no, this is not the legacy I want people on the table. I don't want people thinking that I'm trashing this great piece of history and this great piece of work. I don't think that it's worth it overall for hip-hop. But I do have a counter to that, like stepping back from it. If you step back and look at it, I think this would have been very good for lyrical hip-hop. Listen, Cole and Kendrick are from a different generation now, right? There's not as many lyrical MCs that come up in the mainstream that get the attention that like Eminem had, that after him, J. Cole's and the Kendricks had. And what this did was, it's got people excited about lyrical rap again, about those generations, about lyrical hip-hop. And maybe it would have inspired more the next generation. Because this is something we could have been talking about for years. This is something we could have had a great debate on. Like, who really won? Jay-Z or Nas? You know, up there in the conversations and where things go. And I felt like, from a bigger picture perspective, if Cole would have stayed the course, I think we would have had just some amazing content out of it. Some amazing discussions and amazing debates. But again, he's going to do what he feels is right for him. And who are we to tell him otherwise? But all the people that are saying, oh, this is it, his legacy's ruined, it's the end now, like I can't listen to Cole the same, I can't listen to anything that he's saying braggadocious-wise when he says, I'm ready for the smoke, I can fire at anyone. I still believe that. I think he still means that. He just didn't want to go after someone that he respects. He didn't want to go after his friends. If you're an enemy of Cole, if you're an obstacle, if you're on a different type of time, he's still one of the greatest MCs of all time. He's showing you that what he's capable of. And to me, he enjoys the battle version of, I'm going to push my pen and get on the track. Right? To me, all the features that he does just show his type of battling that he prefers. Right? I'm going to get on the same track and I'm going to smoke everybody who's on that track. That's what Cole does. That's what he likes. That's his sort of homeostasis. It's a different sort of mind frame and a different approach than what Kendrick has. I just don't think Cole wanted to completely burn that bridge because you don't know what's going to happen in a battle. You look at Pac and Biggie. They were friends. Look at the fallout. Unfortunately, what happened to them. And you don't want to see anything like that happen to two of the greatest MCs of all time. The two pioneers in hip-hop. But no, I don't think this hurts. You can't take away from Cole's legacy. You can't take away from Forest Hill Drive. That's still a classic to this day. You can't take away from all the great features that he's done. You can't take away from his projects. You're not going to take away his pen. Yeah, shit. You're not going to take away from what he's done on this mixtape. And the level of work that he's put in and what he's given to hip-hop over the years. Because that's what the internet does. Something happens and everybody wants to overreact. We always overreact to a situation. It's the end. He's never going to come back from this blah, blah, blah. Why? Because it gets clicks. Of course, I get it. I get it. This is social media at the end of the day. But you know what? 6 months? When, like, we moved on to the next news cycle, and the next news cycle, and the next news cycle, because things move so fast, and then Cole just brings that heat on a verse or a feature, everybody talks about it again, it's forgotten. And we move on. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know. And remember, try not to have a knee-jerk reaction. Try to listen to Cole's words and think through what he's saying and see his perspective of things. That's what I always say to people in these types of situations, because everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to want to weigh in. And the easy course is just to straight up attack Cole. But he's grown. He's been through shit, man. Who are we to tell him what to do and how to move and the way in which he should do it? Let Cole breathe. Let him breathe.
0-1.
And the pitch.
Here,
That misses the zone. And
boogeyman.
now it's even 1-1.
So, Baba Yaga. Kendrick Lamar is out here taking souls and
That time it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
J. Cole apologized. We need to find out why this is such a scary
Grab
man.
ball
This
left
is what
side
I
could be
react
2.
to.
Chisholm
This
over to
man,
second,
this
and
man
that's
is out,
2.
out. But right here, why is
And
everybody
we're back.
afraid of
Top
Kendrick?
of
He's
the
a
third
monster.
inning. And stepping in is the speedy number 54.
Kendrick.
This is the man everybody fears. Just look at his face.
He's
in there right now.
I
don't know what he's doing.
Jazz Chisholm
This
Jr.
man needs to be stopped. I said this on Tip.
And the first pitch misses for
there
ball
has
1.
not been one person in the history of hip-hop that everybody fears as much as Kendrick Lamar. And some people are like, what about Eminem? What about Tupac? What about... And I was
Right through
like,
there for a strike.
Kendrick Lamar is the only person I know that nobody actually makes disses about. The most they'll do is subliminal. And I've also never seen Eminem
Here's the second baseman, Luis
Tupac
Arias.
get dissed by somebody and then like 24 hours later apologize on stage. Talk about, nigga, hit me, I will hit you back.
There's nothing you can really do with that.
Strike 2.
And the biggest
in that situation early, just try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next offering is in the dirt.
No, we can continue if you like.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
What did you say to
the 2-3
the
strikeout
lady in
ends
the
the
parking
inning?
structure? You took my damn parking spot.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's rappers who watch this like
a third, and here is number 22.
Just don't look in my direction.
Two-Face,
Just don't look in my direction. Nigga, Jay-Z, my favorite.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, these
You can't
players
tell me Nas
definitely
was
being
afraid of that
aggressive
nigga
at the
during
plate,
third.
but I
You
think
can't
it's
say
fair to
that.
wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive.
Give me
The
one
numbers tell us
song
they're
where
swinging at
somebody
the first
came at
pitch more
Kendrick
than
and
90%
actually
of the
stood
time,
on
and that's an
business.
extremely high number, especially when
And
you're
the
not
difference is
getting
Kendrick
results
goes at
with
the biggest artist in the world.
Left-hand hitter
Big Sean,
waits.
Drake,
In the air,
J.
right
Cole.
center. This is mashed way back and
Jay Electronica apologizing. Lupe apologizing. J. Cole apologizing.
Justin
He's like
Turner.
apologizing like Infinity Stones.
Take your damn parking spot. How does that make you feel, reacting that way?
Somebody's heart just gonna be a rapper.
Oh, how come?
Because I did take a parking spot.
That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
This guy got all y'all shook
Gets
to
him
your
fired.
boots.
Down
John
to the
Grisham,
dirt,
great
swing
actor.
and a miss.
You
Gets
texted
him.
me at 2
One
o'clock in the
away on a
morning.
drop third strike. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
I feel like I'm
Just not a
full.
good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Why do you feel that way?
Hammers that one deep left
I
field
just
and
dropped this on
forget it.
Metro Boomin.
A
Yeah, you heard
massive
me
home
right.
run.
It's
It's
screaming
their second
everywhere.
home run of the
Right
inning,
now,
and they
I
add
need
on.
everybody.
It's 3-1. Here's
I need
Shohei
you to
Ohtani.
go to the video. I need you to drop a like, and I need you to drop a comment. Let me know you from this video. So I want to know
Swings
what all
and
the
misses at the first
are.
pitch.
And
0-1.
I
Who doesn't love to watch Shohei play baseball? I mean, voters certainly did when they made him the unanimous choice for MVP in the American League in 2023. It was an easy choice. He had that award wrapped up by August.
Life.
And 1-2.
Well,
Drake,
as
it's up to
expected,
you now.
Ohtani was great on
And
the
I
mound
do have-
and
I
at the
do
plate
believe
that year.
Drake
He
is gonna
struck out
respond.
more than 11
Jay Cole
batters
just
every 9 innings he pitched
really
and
did
hit
something
44
I think
home
is going
runs
to
in the
be
process.
the leaving Cleveland to go to Miami of his career. I
Swing
don't
and a
think
miss.
anybody's
and they
ever
got
going to
him.
forget that. I
And
still go
there is
listen to
another strikeout.
J. Cole and,
Here's Trout.
you know, the last
Drove in
album
a
he
run with a
dropped,
sac
that little
fly his
EP,
first
might
time
delete
up.
later, he was rapping his ass
And
off.
that's
Now,
outside.
the lyrics, a lot of the lyrics age awfully. You know. And on his next album, the next time you say he the best, he the GOAT, can't nobody touch him, he killing niggas,
That
I'm
one
about
way
to look it up.
outside. And that's ball 2.
Okay. Kendrick is snatching souls, bro.
And another ball. 2 outs,
And they drop
bases
music
empty.
like this on you. Terrifying the game. This man. This guy got everybody shook.
These rap with the wrongs I've done. That's when you unite with the father, son, till then I fight. Rain on me, put the blame on me. Got guilt, got hurt, got shame on me. Got 6 magazines that's aimed at me. Done every magazine. Blame on me, got guilt, got hurt, got shame on me. Got 6 magazines that's aimed at me. Done every magazine was fake to me.
Got 6 magazines that aimed at me. Got every
so here's the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr.
I swear to God, we are so lucky that
on the
there's
move. And that one
hip-hop can't die. I used to think, like, Kendrick's the last of a dying breed, and I realized you only need one Kendrick every generation. You're not going to get one person that represents hip-hop like Kendrick. You're not going to get another Kendrick.
Here's a big
because
power threat. Jake Berger.
the biggest rappers in the world could all be pop stars. As long as
these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone,
then there's
and
nothing they
those
can do
chases
about
are
it. You see how
turning into a
Kendrick
bunch of
snatch
outs.
the
Can
air
they turn that around and
away
stay
from
within
niggas,
the
right?
zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Lucky, man. Shout out to Kendrick. We already. I love it.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Singled and scored his first time.
I hope he's in the studio. Just record like 4 or 5 songs real quick.
All one's the count.
You ain't got to put hooks on all of them. Give me about 2, 3,
nice strikes. And it's nothing in 2.
The
Fish trailing by 2. Top half of inning number 4.
Magazines that's aimed at me. Done every magazine was fake.
Goats, right? Because he's the GOAT. It's undeniable now. Drake, if Drake responds as a good response, I'm going to tell you right now, them two are going to be the main characters of this generation. When the story is told, Kendrick Lamar and Drake are going to be the main characters. If Drake don't respond, it's going to be Kendrick Lamar. Simple as that. Nobody going to top it of those 3.
Magazines that's aimed at me. Done every magazine was fame to me. As a gangster man, the bedroom man. Sleep, I ain't never had a vest with that. What's fair when the hearts and the words don't reach? What's fair when the money don't take things back? It's rare when somebody take your dreams back. I care too much, fuck share too much, in my head too much. I shut down too, I ain't there too much. I'm a complex soul, they layer me up, then broke me down. The morality's dust, I lacking trust. Just the way I trust myself. Please, everybody else, fuck myself. All those fails, I wish myself. Outdone fear, outdone myself.
It misses. Bottom of the 4th, and now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
He's my dog. Cole good.
And he did.
I've always been Cole fan. Cole world.
That one blasted deep to right. De La Cruz going back on this one. Hits the fence.
My go to Kendrick,
Jay. Leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly.
Niggas is not letting me down yet.
Anytime you smoke
Feel
the
me?
ball
On
off
hip
the
hop
ball, you
too.
kind of think about what it could have been, but
some of y'all was
obviously
hating
you
on
have to be happy
big
with that
steppers. I
result.
remember.
Chorio
I'm gonna be
takes the
quiet.
ball as he stands in
I'm
for the
gonna be
second
quiet.
time.
Some of y'all can go back and watch my reaction. I was digging it. Yeah, you know. Some of y'all was hating on it. Now all of a sudden, niggas won't come back. No, stay over there. Stay over there.
Sanchez.
I also heard Kendrick might have a nuclear bomb for Drake and J. Cole. If he just J. Cole again, then J. Cole just in Drake.
All those fails, myself. Outdone fear,
This
year you better win yourself. Listen to babies, mass in the hot wet, mass in the neighborhood, stores you shot, but a mask won't hide who you are inside. Look around the reality, hard and last.
That one fouled off.
Judge my pride, look myself in the mirror. How many feel they see me scarier? Like a pure portfolio, blood I shed, could feel like aquariums.
And a pitch.
I fall like a
Swinging a foul straight back.
blood I shed could fit
One
in
away with a runner
aquarium.
at third. We're in the bottom of the 4th.
Kendrick gives you introspective
Go-to
raps.
fastball way out of the zone. I
He
think
gives
he's
you
trying to
the
speed him
battle
up.
raps.
Got to stay back.
He gives you the
Off-speed's
straight
coming.
bar punchline after punchline, Little Wayne type rap.
Had him way out
He
front of the
sells
slur.
records. He's got hit
now up
records.
to the plate,
He got the ability to jump on your track, drop a verse. Come on, bro. Like that, Future and Metro did their thing, but it's a number one. It's a number one song because all of them came together. Let's just keep it real. He'll come through, drop one verse, and the culture will change.
Well, I know they've got
Nigga
an
control
early lead,
the
but
hard
you don't want
part
to take
four.
these
I
opportunities for
like that.
granted.
Nigga, he
2
drops
outs, still walking in with a quality at bat, driving that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this
There's
ball
one
game.
thing that I think Drake and J. Cole don't have. They got important songs and songs that are classic, but they don't have 16 bars at a time that moves and shifts and change the culture. Kendrick does.
Discipline paid off
Classic verse that will go down
as
as
he
the
got into an
pantheon of
advantage
hip
count.
hop.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Number 22,
to love myself, forgive myself 100 times, dog.
Strike
I
one.
love you, count me out. I love you, count me out. I love you, count me out.
One finds the zone.
Count me
It's
out.
1 and 2.
You count me out.
And that's in the dirt. Grandal, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Of course he needs therapy. After all these bodies he be catching, of course he needs
Through
therapy.
that one, it's a strikeout.
I'm sure when he closes his eyes, he just sees
Ready now for the
visions
5th
of Jay
inning. And at the plate
Electronica.
for
And
Miami,
goddamn,
Brian De La Cruz.
all these goals, all these
And first
homicides.
offering is fouled off.
Nigga, these
You know,
times.
these
That
Marlins
Mr.
finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring
I need to
position,
go
but
get right with
nobody's been
myself.
able to deliver a
And
big
being-
hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And up next for Miami, Nick Gordon. Just missed.
You know what's the craziest thing too is if you realize how hip hop works. You go back when people tell the story. When I mean that Kendrick Lamar would be the main character, Cole,
On the ground is
and let's see how Drake's response. There
Could
will be
be,
characters
that's
too,
one. On to
but
first,
the
double
main
play.
character. Okay, so for them to
And now
do
the
that,
catcher
look,
comes up
Drake
to you.
sells all these
Christian
records.
Betancourt.
Great, and he will be told, he will be a part of the hip hop legacy. But I'll put it like this.
That's
You realize how when you look back, people talk about Big Al.
In his 5th season, 32
When you
years
tell the
old,
story of the
and
early
he was born
2000s, late
in
90s
Canada.
rap, Big Al was a part of it. You
At
think he
number
sold
3.
that many records? Absolutely not. You think he sold more records? We talk about Big L more than we talk about people who were out that time who were selling more records than Big L. There's a lot of one-hit wonders we don't talk
And
about.
welcome back to the ballpark.
It's not
Turner
about,
climbs in on
I'll
that
tell you
right
the
side.
least important metric when it comes to your legacy, believe it or not. Niggas don't have that. Facts.
And
But
first
when people
offering
talk
is
about
fouled
Prince versus
off.
Michael Jackson, niggas don't talk about their album sales because Michael Jackson would win every time. That's why I say
Slapped
to
hard
people
the
like
other
Drake
way, but
and
foul.
Cole, be careful. Your story's still being told, bro. Don't think your spot is already
Kicks
solidified.
Indians.
That's what a nigga like Ja
Gets a
Rule
piece, and it
thought.
stays 0-2.
Then 50 Cent came through, and then now when you tell the story of Ja Rule, he's damn near like a meme.
Swing and a miss. Struck
Stay
him
wide.
out.
Drake,
1 out.
I'm ready for you.
Back to
Drop
the top
that,
of the
man.
lineup.
We out
Now
here.
it's the power speed combo. Ronald Acuna Jr. He's already homered here in this one. On the ground to Jazz. Gathers and throws to first. Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2
I'm not
quick
causing a
outs.
problem. I'm documenting your
Base is
signs.
empty. Now Shohei Ohtani.
Go
Swings
for
through
it.
that.
Do you think?
If he can go 1, 2, 3 here,
Nope.
will be a very positive sign for him and
She
for his
already
team.
said she's going to call the cops. I'll wait for the cops.
And that's off the inside edge.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
You guys just talked about cops
I don't know what you're talking about.
on YouTube.
What's YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
What am I gonna be on?
Gets it to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over.
So you're not talking? You want to speak?
All set for the top of the
You just
6th.
heard me talk, right?
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, number 54. There's a swing and a miss. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Stay over there. Do not approach me.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Toss to Turner, and a quick out, number 1.
I have to commit a
The
crime
batter
before you
will
can
be
come
the
and trespass
shortstop,
me.
Jazz Chisholm
That's the state of
Jr.
Texas law.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's
Is that a
hand.
crime?
The way it comes out of his hand
Is
as
that
a
a crime?
infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Right field, down the line,
What
and
crime
that
have I
one
committed?
slices foul.
Huh?
The offense needs to start
What's
showing
your
some
name and
fight
badge
against
number?
the starter. He's doing his thing out there.
Well, if you're going to
He's
come
gonna
out
have
in
to
a
push
police
back at some
uniform
point
and a sheriff's
make him
uniform,
work a little bit harder.
you need to identify yourself as a law
Luis
enforcement
Arias,
officer.
now at the plate.
You need to identify yourself. What's your name? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge
First
number?
offering is fouled off.
What's your name and badge number?
Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters
you ain't
got to
get
get
my
in
name.
swing mode. This is a good time to expand the
No,
zone.
you don't.
Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Yeah, we'll see
In
about
the
that.
air, left field. Trout makes the play, and it's out. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 20.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right
Yeah,
here.
smile.
He'll do
Laugh
his
it up.
best to keep the score right where
Laugh
it
it up.
is.
Refusing to ID. You're going to be a YouTube star tonight. You know that,
Throws
right?
it down. Then there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Stepping in the long ball.
What's your
threat,
name,
Ken
bitch?
Griffey Jr. A little out front there as he swings
If
through
you're a
it.
public servant and it's your fucking sheriff's office policy to identify yourself when asked by a member of the
One
public.
push to the left and
So
foul.
you're admitting you're violating your sheriff's office policy? Are you violating policy right now?
One
Is that
down,
what you're
base
doing?
is empty.
Oh, yeah? Texas Penal
And
Code
they'll do it
3802?
again.
I know all about that. You have to have me charged with the crime before you can ID me. What's the crime I've committed?
2 strikes.
I'm videotaping your ugly face.
Yeah, what are you doing right now?
I'm
On the
videotaping.
ground, right side. Arise. Throws to
Oh, you
first.
heard of freedom of the
Down
press?
two away. Stepping
Yeah.
in, the
You
slugger
heard of that?
shortstop Jackson Chorio.
But this falls over County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, it's,
So their land too.
uh-huh. And who pays for that?
Swing and a miss as he was out
Not
front.
me.
All ones the count.
You do not pay taxes.
I don't pay taxes.
You do not.
I don't pay taxes. I've never paid taxes in my life. Is that what you're saying?
Arise.
Have you paid
Inning
all
over.
Are we working for the fucking
Top of inning
IRS
number
now?
7. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jake Berger. Right through there for a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing,
Keep looking
he
at your
has filled up
watch.
the strike zone.
I got
and
enough
he's
battery
got
to
to
make me
hit
stand
the
here for the
count.
next 2 days.
First pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70%
What's your name?
first pitch strikes.
You want to identify yourself?
Right
You want to identify
delivers.
yourself? What's your name?
And
One
that's
ball.
in the dirt.
It's your
Down
name.
1 and 2.
Mitchell, is that your name? Uncover your name tag. Uncover your name tag, fat ass.
Right through there, got him. And one out now. Here's Josh Bell, 1 for 2.
That's what I thought, bitch. That's what I thought, bitch. You lose. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. You're doing it right now.
Base is empty.
Is this your first walk of shame?
And
Is
the
this your
ground's
first
one
walk of
back up
shame?
the middle. That
I'll
one's
turn it off.
swinging on its way through to the outfield.
That's what you're going to do. Why don't you take off your badge? Take off your
Jesus
badge, bitch.
Sanchez, the next up
Take
for
it
the
off.
Marlins.
Take it
Late with the swing there.
No, these guys definitely.
Wow,
looking
this is
for
really gonna
big
be a
swing of the
boring
bat
fucking
right
audit.
here.
Yeah,
Try to
what'd you
close
say?
that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important with getting back into this ballgame.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And a 1-2. And
Adams,
another ball.
what's your badge
When
number,
you're taking your
bitch?
lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's
Yeah,
got
you ain't
a
got
good
no
pickoff
fucking
move.
badge number. Wow. Wow, y'all. Greg County Jail.
The
Greg County
Marlins
Sheriff.
trailing
Police
by
work
3 here in the
dangerous and
top half of
challenging,
inning number 7.
requiring split-second
Next offering
decisions under
upstairs.
intense pressure.
And down on
While
strikes
most
he
officers
goes.
do their jobs
He's battled
responsibly
for
and
a
serve
long
their
time,
communities
but it
well,
finishes with a
some crooked
strikeout.
officers
You can't be
exploit
mad
their
at
badge
yourself
to
after
commit
an
serious
attack like
crimes,
that.
while
Dela
also
Cruz
exploiting
in the box
society's
with
trust
2 on,
that society
and takes a
places
look
in
and
them to
calls
enforce
strike.
law enforcement.
Strike 2.
0 and 2.
Such agents must be removed
Here's
from
a
service
rocket out
immediately
to
for
left.
public safety
And
and
makes
justice
the play,
reasons.
and that's
One of the primary complaints against
bottom of the
cops
7th.
involves
Now
misuse
it's
of
the second
authority
baseman,
from excessive
Colt
force to search and seizure violations. When officers step beyond their bounds,
Hard
they can
hit
cause
down the
major
line and
injuries
left.
and even death.
He dives, but
Recent
can't
media
hang
attention has
on.
brought
That's
this
a
issue into
base hit.
focus,
So a run
such as when
aboard to
5
start the
Memphis
inning.
police officers brutally
What if
beat
they're
Tyre
looking to be
Nichols,
aggressive and
29
got
years
something he
old,
could handle? Nice
during
job
a
of driving
questionable
that pitch
traffic
the
stop.
other way on a line.
An incident of this
hitters,
kind of
they
abuse
take so
happened
many
when a
reps in the
Philadelphia
cages
police
working on
officer
going to the
pepper
opposite field, and
sprayed
it
a
does get
mentally ill
it all
teenager
translate
who
into the
refused
game,
to
but right
follow
there it
orders
did,
and
and he did it
attempted to
perfectly.
escape, forcing her down. Only 10% of you guys are actually
Here comes
subscribed.
the
We
0-1.
need to change this. Make sure to click
And
the
a swing and a miss.
subscribe button right to get all of my videos. Also, smash on the like button to support this video and to send it out into the algorithm.
And that's the first
before
out.
you go, consider
Down the
joining
third
our
baseman.
private
He's already
membership
homered in this
by
game.
clicking on the join button below and supporting this channel
If you appreciate my work, go ahead and support it. Join up. Let me see you in the private
center field.
Let's get into this next video.
We wouldn't be here.
Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. Here's Turner now.
Questions because I want to know what you're doing. Front two.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off.
I'm gonna let you do. If they're still coming out, tell them I'm headed back out where the cars are parked at. I'll be down that way. Is this the exit?
And he swings over the top.
Thank you.
Sometimes being
Yeah, I'll be
lucky
out where the cars are parked.
is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, it probably hits into a double play.
Foul ball still 1-2 count.
I was talking to you. I said if they're still coming out to talk to me, tell them I'll be out in the parking lot. Let's start information. I don't have any.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down. Here's Acuna now. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And that one pulled foul.
So if I haven't committed a crime, why am I detained?
Because you don't have to commit a crime. It's just simply an answer identification.
So that means I'm not
What you need to do later is you need to confer with an attorney or whatever, because I have the right to detain somebody for suspicious activity, and that's what you're doing. Did you reason to believe?
Did you read the DHS paper that was in 2010 and then revived in 2018? You can use suspicion as a reason to detain a public photographer for having committed a crime.
A public photographer asked you who you work for. You don't work for anybody.
I work for myself. Then
you wouldn't explain why you take your videos and pictures.
The reason to do public photography
Swing and a miss.
or
We're at the top of the 8th, and now for the Marlins.
do you understand public photography? Can you explain to him that he has no reason to detain me here for public photography?
We have a right to know who we're dealing with.
If I'm committed a crime,
You want to identify yourself at a public building and take photos.
Yeah, I'm in public, exactly. I don't have to.
Fouled off, he was late.
Trying to figure out who you are, what you need the pictures for.
The 0-2.
For what reason? Since I haven't committed a crime. Are y'all going to question this man?
Gets
He's
a
not
piece. It stays alive.
If he does the same actions.
So are you
0-2 now.
So then why are we talking?
Ground ball right side, Pete.
I told y'all.
To first, and that's one away. As the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
He's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
What they're doing at this point. This day and age.
Comes up empty.
This day and age. This day and age.
In this day and age. In this day and age.
In this day and age.
In this day and age.
In this day and age.
I know. In this day and age. In this day and age.
Punch out there.
I went through the security part, the security settings, and I had nothing
Here's
to
the
do
center
with
fielder.
Judges and everybody else.
Am I in the courtroom? I have
No, I said that there's a courtroom in there now. If you want to go upstairs and take videos in the courtroom,
He
what's
swings and
going on?
fouls one off.
There's no cell phones allowed in courtrooms. I understand that. Like, I know what I'm doing. I wouldn't just be out here pulling shit on this camera and trying to do it.
2 down,
I'm in a
no
public
out.
lobby.
We're at the top
It's
of
a
the
public
8th.
building. I had one in any security area. I went to security. As you keep bringing up, I have no weapons, no nothing.
On the mound as we roll into the
And
bottom of the
understand that
8th.
this is a
Andrew
First Amendment
Nardi.
protected activity that I'm doing, and you're detaining me. So me acting in my First Amendment. That is that what you're saying?
Well, because you were confrontational here at the
I'm not
other.
confrontational. Yes, my question. I
He
answered.
features a 4-seam fastball, a slider,
Yes, my question. I
and he
answered.
works
This is
in
a
a
First
changeup.
Amendment protected
In
activity
there
in
at the
public
knee.
So
building.
you drove
That's
here.
strike 2.
I did.
So your driver's license is in the car?
Why? Is your license in your car?
No, my driver's license is not well. My back pocket.
Can I see your license?
1.
If you have no legal reason for my ID right now, then I like to see yours as well.
My ID is in my uniform.
Hey, Perez Hilton.
And it grounds one to the right side.
Bitch, how are you,
And
bitch? Good
that's
bitch. What's new,
foul.
bitch? Look, bitch. Cool, bitch. Bitch.
Wow, I can't believe I'm really
The
here.
lefty fires.
Who would have thought? Me, Peter Griffin, the guy who just 2 weeks ago threw a smiley face on his own testicle to make his son laugh.
Here's Mike Trout.
You know, I lost my train of thought, but this is really exciting.
Can I tell you what officer
Checks
you
win.
guys got a sheriff's
He
office?
Can I see your
That's why we have uniforms to let you know that's who we are.
Okay, but you know what? I
That's why I have a name plate. You call me Sergeant now. It's not even my last name.
Base is empty, 1
What is
away.
my ID
The
gonna tell you?
bottom half of the 8th
Because I
inning.
want to know who you are, what you're doing in the building.
But my ID isn't going to tell you what I'm doing right now. My ID is going to tell you my name. That's not going to tell you what I'm doing. So you're talking in circles right now. I haven't committed a crime.
Talking in circles?
Yes.
Here's the 0-2.
I am in the circle. This is a lawful activity, and you're stopping
In
me
the
for
air to
following me
left
the law. Like
center.
that.
Sanchez ranging after it. Corrals it. 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls.
So he's still
practice,
so you're stopping me.
and when the game comes,
No, I'm not. But
they make the play perfectly.
Provocation. You asked me a question, I've answered. You're refusing to let me know that I'm doing it first. They will take it at the end. Thank you, sir. Just wasted my time with a complete idiot.
Slider misses outside. 1-2
If this
now.
goes longer than 10 minutes, I'm going to have to cut it. And
That time.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have
not too close, you touch me.
so that you're not
So I would like to look
just a little too high.
He wants distance because he sits on the salt.
No, I said if you come too close to me and I want to touch you, I'm sorry, I sent you a touch. That's an assault. Because if I touch you and you didn't touch me,
I understand what for the camera, when you do something wrong, when you violate North Carolina law, I will place you under arrest.
What am I doing?
I said when you do.
So you're going to follow me and stop me until I break the law. So you're trying to entrap me into breaking the law.
I'm responsible for the property of the security of this.
That one is
So you know this is my property, right? Like, I pay taxes. Yeah, okay.
But we'll get
Thank
there.
you.
It's into the gap.
Thank you.
Round second,
And thank you,
digging
sir.
for
This,
third.
I don't understand your reason of
And he's got a leadoff triple.
At all. Honestly.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that
So
he
they're going to follow me where he
allowed
is anyway,
himself to
because
stay
he's a
back
puppet.
just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
That's
a base hit, it's a run score.
That's what he's going to do.
If you do,
He's going to break the law so he can arrest him.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this
If I
one.
break the law.
Pitch was
Tell me things. Really? Well, tell me some things that I could do here that could break the law. Tell me some things here. Tell me things that you would do. I'm just out here taking pictures and videos because I'm a news journalist and I put together content for a story. As I'm trying to explain to you here, but he kept talking over me.
That's the first time he's used
That's just, I don't use that terminology to do what the First Amendment tells me I can do.
Runner in the baseline, but also a
Put
hustle back to
words
first
together to
base.
tell you that this is a First Amendment protect that too.
together to
That
explain
takes
it.
great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one
The
right.
Constitution tells me and you that the freedom of press. No, see, Constitution, obviously, you need to. That's why I'm not in handcuffs because I ain't done nothing wrong. So,
What else is it that we can do to assist you?
officer, I'm being completely honest with you, and I'm being cordial with you because you've been nothing. I would just like for this officer because I feel threatened right
What
now.
else can we do?
I would like you to follow this officer because he has no reason to follow me around. If I followed you all around in public, that'd be harassment.
So you have the right.
And it's funny to you, right?
But I don't. It is actually. It is.
Because you're following me. Before I came into this building, you were
You have the right
inside.
to be in a public place, but I don't.
They're all liars. Good liars, bad liars.
Team,
Did you
we're sitting inside. This is public. I came out here, you follow me.
So
This is harassment. All right, why?
This is my place of employment. This is
But you're following me.
I'm walking the same place.
I
You
did it.
have the right to control this area. And that's what I'm doing.
You're following me.
I'm following you.
Yes, you're following me. For what reason? Are you going to follow me all the way back to my car?
Probably.
Okay, well, that's nice. Well, I'll put your walking shoes on because you got to go walk. Well, let's take a walk, sir. See you there. He's going to follow me. And he's going to not get any information that he was looking for. I'm about to cut the live stream. So we're going to... I'll probably Uber out of here just so he can lose his fight here. I cut the live stream, and I'll be back on with y'all in a minute.
It also creates a vicious cycle with corrupt officers benefiting from favor from criminals and violators in exchange for turning a blind eye to their activities. Police officers frequently lie to cover up their own actions or protect colleagues. This may take the form of making false confessions to avoid punishment, or simply fibbing to their Internal Affairs Bureau or Civilian Review Board. Some officers have even been caught lying under oath during court trials or investigations. This is one reason many believe police should be held to higher standards of transparency. Some states are taking steps.
I'm not causing a problem. I'm documenting your signs. Go for it. Do your thing.
Can you just wait, please?
Nope. She already said she's gonna call the cops.
On YouTube.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
So marshmallows off limits. Scrap crap. This is a public forum.
And that's a
this
base hit.
Court, man.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, it's still a public forum, man. Our tax dollars pay for this museum over there.
To get some jabs from your
I'm
teammates
stopping you.
back to the dugout.
You can't just tell people, hey, he's not doing anything wrong, but we don't like what he's doing. You can't do that.
That's a stolen base.
I was documenting your signs and you freaked out.
Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches to hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So got to roll the dice here and hope that he gets something to hit.
That's all it is.
Oh, is that all it is?
That's all it is.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Throws to second. He pulls into second.
Good. If you want to trespass notice, go for it. I refuse to leave without a trespass notice.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And
you're Karen. You're just a Karen. That's all you are.
The batter now as he
back to work, Karen.
For strike one.
Back to work, Karen.
Next pitch is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Good, Karen. Sure.
Man at second.
Dirty boy,
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 and 2 to count. Dirty. Dirty. And neat freaks every day. There's
and
nothing kinkier to me than a filthy slop chuck like you.
Oh, stop.
And there's one away. Ken Griffey Jr. getting ready to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Strike one is so critical in a bat like this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
At the plate, looking to do damage.
Ball one there.
Oh, is that me? I didn't know that.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
What's on that?
So this business doesn't feel
This is a public forum, man. Our tax dollars pay for this. It's a museum.
Side gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit. It's a medical stuff.
If you want to write me a trespass notice, I'll leave.
Ground ball based now.
Yeah, I could try to, but no.
Flying around third. He scores. And
You just go get citizen on it, man.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield.
There goes Junior. Swinging high. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Junior over at second, 1 down. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side.
What's your last name, Nope.
Snags it for the second out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big.
That's all. This is still a Vets all, right?
Well, and that's what I want to pop it out.
Colt Heath at the plate now as he chases after
public forum, 100%. Museum. The public is welcome here. These people in the background just called the cops because I was documenting their signs.
But the pitch count is really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this.
Inning. And now for Seattle, Luke Raley. And the pitch. And that one ripped to left. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Stop being scared, man.
And a foul ball.
Get educated.
And it goes
know the laws, people. Know the laws before you start going into Karen mode.
Struck him out without a
20th
swing.
century women.
Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
You have cameras on your building.
And he was fooled.
You have cameras on your building. You're just too stupid to notice.
In between pitches.
I'm glad you're going to learn today.
And that one almost hit him.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, he's trying to straighten up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Toss to Turner. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Gregory Santos.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Yasmani Grandal, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. Next offering way off the plate.
These fools trying to violate me. These fools trying to violate me over here. Bruins
should have this one.
Bruins can eat a fat.
Makes the grab, one down.
Bruins wanted the cuts,
Here's
huh?
the third baseman.
You wanted the cuts, huh? He made it known.
And there's a strike.
He made it known.
0-1. A 6'2" righty, 190 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. The line to kick the pitch. Now this is in the air down the line.
Abuse of
That
authority.
drops foul.
Abuse of authority by those in positions of trust often manifests itself through hurtful or exploitative behaviors aimed at others, whether that means issuing tickets for no good reason or worse, threatening people's lives with violence. Unfortunately, such corruption often takes place within police departments but can occur anywhere. Police officers enjoy tremendous power and have much leeway, enabling some of them to abuse this position through theft, extortion, and accepting bribes, behaviors often known as psychopathy, which are extremely dangerous both professionally and personally. Abuse of authority by cops often includes sexual misconduct, including inappropriate comments or touches during traffic stops or street stops, and even groping in custody.
And a base hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That could be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
That misses. Ball one. And another ball.
Tucker Carlson tonight. Happy Friday, where all the news stacks up. We told you at the beginning of the week that Canada had descended into tyranny and in fact it has. Mr. Trudeau has declared that he controls all the money in Canada. Take yours at will. Today, Trudeau had nonviolent protesters and independent reporters arrested. In some cases, they were trampled with horses. These are the most egregious human rights violations by a Western government in recent memory.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Billy Wagner.
And the Biden administration is encouraging all of it. The Biden State Department has refused to criticize Justin Trudeau and his successes in any way. Instead, our mannequin-in-chief spent yet another day yammering on about Ukraine as if we're supposed to believe that's more important than our own problem. What country is this guy in charge of anyway? Someone ought to tell him. And in fact, we were going to tell him right at the top of tonight's show. That was our lead. A serious topic for a serious time. Showtime, folks. And then, out of nowhere, we received an early copy of Take Up Space, the Unprecedented AOC. It's a book-length suck-up to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez by the editors at New York Magazine, coming out next week. Now, a hagiography of Sandy Cortez is like a box of big news. You know it's wrong.
Shit.
It's a temptation is strong. So we did. We knew we consumed the whole thing. We still feel sick. So that is what we're opening with tonight. The new Sandy Cortez book. Yes, it's a lighter topic than tyranny in Canada or war in Ukraine, which we will get to in a minute. Our only excuse is it's Friday and we've got limited self-control with stuff like this. It's an amazing book. Let's put it this way. It opens by comparing Ocasio-Cortez to Jesus. And then it suggests that because she once got second place in a high school science competition, she could have gone to
nice grab to his knee. The throw, nicely done for the.
It is a remarkable.
Back in Seattle.
We plan to put extensive excerpts from the book on the screen tonight for you to read. And then we thought, who reads it? Not Sandy Cortez, she never reads. Reading is racism, so white people. So instead, we've asked our senior producer, Alex McCaskill, to read the passages. You may recognize Alex McCaskill's melodious outer London inflected voice from the Stacey Abrams softbook novel that we featured on the show. We've asked him today to compare these two projects. He said he found this one previous. We'll let you be the judge. Here's a section in which the fangirls at New York Magazine let us know why they wrote this book in the first place. There are a lot of politicians they could have gone with. They picked Sandy Cortez because she's a lady.
strikeout. So out of the pen comes the right-hander.
To say she's a feminist is to understate the facts. Ocasio-Cortez is the first politician in history to live fully out loud while female. The degradations of womanhood are personal to her.
So now back to the top of the order.
So she's not just the first woman to represent her congressional district in the state of New York. She's the first woman in human history to get elected to something and then, quote, live fully out loud while female. What exactly does that mean? Is it a trans thing? Honestly, we don't know. She's definitely loud. But we did understand the next one. The degradations of womanhood are personal to her. Well, that's certainly true. No one has done more personally to degrade American womanhood than Sandy Cortez has. She is living proof that 60 years of feminist liberation did not work. Sandy Cortez is not empowered. She's neurotic and silly. She is far more frivolous than any 1950s housewife ever was. June Cleaver was a more serious person. At least she made dinner. Here's what Sandy Cortez does. She puts on makeup while talking about herself.
As the youngest woman in Congress, and as a woman of color, it's so hard to be taken seriously.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, no.
It's just, it's like any workplace where sometimes it feels like you have to jump up and down for everyone to listen. It's just really difficult because some people are just born in bodies that are naturally taken more seriously. People already try to diminish me, to diminish my voice as young and frivolous and unintelligent.
They don't take me seriously when I put on eyeshadow. People are calling me unintelligent just because I'm dumb. Pretty funny. But the funniest of all was hearing Sandy Cortez describe herself as a woman of color. She often does. No one ever dares to challenge that description, but every honest person knows it is hilariously absurd. There is no place on earth outside of American colleges and newsrooms where Sandy Cortez would be recognized as a, quote, woman of color, because she's not. She's a rich, entitled white lady. She's the pampered, obnoxious ski bunny in the matching snowsuit who tells you to pull up your mask while you're standing in the lift line at Jackson Hole. They're all the same. Doesn't matter what shape they are. Apparently the editors in New York Magazine don't ski. They spend the entire book pretending that Sandy Cortez has just emerged from some teeming favela in the slums of Rio to save the world's poor. Reading it, you would have literally no clue she was a credentialed member of the overclass. You'd think she was St. Francis.
On the day of the House vote, Ocasio-Cortez stood up in the chamber, again wearing all white. She looked like a prophet, or a medium tapping a deep well of popular fury.
Radiant and white in her gown, bathed in the glow of holy righteousness, a prophet for our time. Wow, what a rush! Imagine Isaiah, but with nails to match the handbag. That's how New York Magazine describes Sandy Cortez. And that's weird because we live in this country too, and that's not at all how we remember the moment. Here's a clip from the speech the book is referring to. Look at this person and ask yourself if you can feel God's presence.
But we have to go into this vote eyes wide open. What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate bailouts with as few strings as possible in American history.
A prophet? Or proof that Adderall abuse is more common than we admit? We'll let you decide. We will tell you that the editors at New York Magazine are highly impressed by the way Ocasio-Cortez looks. They think she's hot. It's a major theme in the book, and in fact, it's a major theme with Ocasio-Cortez herself. She talks about her beauty constantly. Just a few weeks ago, she let us know how hard it is that everyone wants to sleep with her all the time. What a burden. It's like living as a nudist in the Dallas Cowboys locker room. Men are so aroused by her TikTok videos, she can barely get through a day. Yet she does her job anyway. That's why she's a hero. The burden of sexiness weighs heavily on her sleek and tawny shoulders, but she bears up under it. Listen to New York Magazine's account.
Ocasio-Cortez would have been well aware of her impact on others. Her rhetoric could be confrontational and her politics countercultural, but her appearance conformed to society's conventions. With her wide-apart eyes, arched brows, and tawny complexion, she could have modeled for a skincare line, and in fact later capitalized on these assets by shooting a makeup tutorial for Vogue.
Now the number 2 hitter.
She could have been a model for a skincare line. And that's why she's such an amazing political leader, because she's so pretty. Imagine a man saying that. Would be considered patronizing, if not grounds for cancellation. But New York Magazine isn't ashamed to objectify Alexander Ocasio-Cortez.
Next offering is in
It makes
for a
you wonder
strike.
what would happen if one day.
And 0-2. The double play means it right here.
I would love to.
If you step towards me again. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Near the bottom of the ninth, one out. Down the third baseman, 1 for 3.
Started reaching towards my gut. No, not at all, Berg. Let me give you 6 days. Get a shot at it.
Welcome back to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer and former sheriff's deputy. Today, we're going to take a look at the Dublin Police Department located in the state of California. This video is brought to you by the YouTube channel Vigil Antioch and NorCal Cop Watch. If you have not subscribed to his channel, please show support and go and do so. All right, we're about to take a look at a fight that happened inside of the Dublin Public Library. Now, the reason this fight took place was, yes, you had guys in there with cameras and they were recording. And yes, we all know that's 1,000% legal. And also, yes, we also know that a lot of people still don't know this. And they happen to come across a guy who did not understand that, hey, they have the legal right to record. And this guy was very, very agitated. He became more agitated as the seconds ticked away. Now, you're going to notice that at one point, he starts to calm down, at least in my opinion. He's starting to listen to NorCal Cop Watch until one of the workers in the library walks on and just messes up everything. Let's take a look at this.
Pops over the wall, knocks it on.
Like, oh, I don't care what you're doing. You can't ask motherfuckers. I don't care. No, that's not true. You guys don't care. Absolutely, it's called freedom of press.
Number 22 now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to bail that out.
Now you know what a person's going to do. Especially if the person says something.
Double play ball to second. There's one out.
Yeah,
that's a double play. The ball game is over.
That's what the law says. Yeah. I'm just trying to educate. I'm trying to educate people. I mean, if you want to see all this, you're asking for a reason. There's like no expectation. It's hard in the library. No expectation of privacy.
Number 22. Now the box comes up empty with a swing there.
Maybe not. You can ask Richard Bill. Richard Bill? That's the watchmaker.
One gets a check swing. To the third. Did not go. Runners at first and second with one gone. And the last half of inning number 9.
You know there's a camera here, right? You're walking on purpose. There's a camera with a fucking microphone. Yeah, it's not even plugged in. There's no wind.
On the ground, 2 ball. The flip is out to second. And it's a double play to end the ball game.
Did you approach me when I'm doing nothing? Did you make Okay, so now at least I'm gonna talk to you because I guess you're a director. Like, yeah, and I respect
it's a public building. Anywhere that's public, we have the right to record.
Here's a high fly ball out to center.
Anybody that we record in here, whether they want us to record them or not, doesn't matter.
Out.
Public building.
Number 2.
There's no expectation of party. That's actually a law. Blake versus Cunningham. And then there's also Fordyce versus Seattle. These are all case laws, proven case laws that have been won in court about recording people in the public setting. We're at City Hall, we were just over there. Police stations, we were at police stations, we were at the county clerk records office. They're all public buildings, you see what I'm saying? Now, you can ask us to not film you, and we try not to film people, but if you come up, like the reason why I guys do some work on that, so I wanted to see what was going on.
2 on, 1 out.
Ma'am, with all due respect,
goes to second for 1, and that's a double play to end it.
Do not consent to being filmed.
Down the number 2 hitter, 1 for 3.
You have
Fucking you.
And first off,
she's inciting a riot right now. Is what she's doing. Yeah. She's
2 on, 1 out.
incorrect.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Talk over me. It's not your job to protect anybody's rights.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's not. I understand that absolutely.
Do not feel him with his consent or any other.
I would do that.
In time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play.
You're inciting a riot right now, man. You're horribly misinformed.
Here in the bottom of 9, 1 out. Down the third baseman.
Ain't no just right.
Now that I ask you for your permission, that you so arrogant, not only to down my rights, but now you're talking about things that you and I both know and speak plainly about them. If we're talking about the law,
and now
if we're talking about the
a single might score 2.
They'll be looking at you first, wondering what the fuck you know.
Right.
And the 1-0.
Yeah.
And there's a foul ball.
Whoa.
2 on, 1 out.
Hey, man.
Swing and a high fly ball to left.
Hey,
He's there.
Hey, break it up. Come on, man. Break it up.
From third. He'll score the sac fly. It's down 9-4.
Dude. Hey, break it up.
Here's the third baseman.
Somebody needs to call 911.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one.
So as I stated, we see I guess she's the librarian or whoever she is. She comes over, and as this guy is listening and reasoning, and starting to seem as if he's becoming more reachable, she comes over and she kind of stirs the pot, and from that point, a big fight happens. So, I mean, I don't know why she felt the need, because at that point, the conversation was going just fine. And at that point, another citizen was becoming educated about his rights, but yet the citizen that was uneducated came and just messed up everything.
Yeah, you make sure you don't have any weapons. No. Why did you touch me? Touch me for that.
It got all because there's a battery.
That's a situation.
You don't have any
Don't touch me.
Sergeant.
Your hand back. Sergeant.
Your hand back.
And here it goes. Warburton into the outfield for a knock. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark and he scores.
Did you
He's in there easily.
I didn't get him. He's the first night. You could beat the chain, okay? I'm trying to work with you. I just want you to tell me. I'm trying to, because one of you pepper sprayed him. Okay, not me. Sis, right, absolutely. We're going to find out who it is. I don't know whether it's, well, I mean, think the investigation first before you start detaining people, right? Well, no, you detain. Well, I mean, hasn't he already admitted that it was him? Did this guy admit that he pepper sprayed?
He has pepper spray on him.
Okay, and he admit that he is the pepper spray. I haven't answered that question.
So first not in time.
Can I take his camera so I can keep a camera on? That's all I want to do. Care about his camera? That's, I know you'd like to show me. Would you like to do it? I would just like to keep the one. See, the thing is, here's the deal. Is if I shut this camera off, it's no longer recording to show you. I can't show you and record. So if I can get his camera, which is probably recording. Let's just put your camera over there. In a minute, nobody's going to be filming, okay? All right. Why is that? I honestly, this game I'm trying to wait you to his deal.
The Giants.
I'll show you the video, absolutely. Okay, I don't want to say anything other than that. Okay. Would you like to show me the video?
Swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully it's running.
That's downstairs and outside. It's a good
He's
take.
already a suspect in a crime. So he's going to be taken in. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep rolling then.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field.
Innocent or is he guilty?
Bangs off the wall. Coming home.
If I appeal,
Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Relay throw to second, trying to get back to second, but he can't.
I would love to. I would love you. You stepped towards me again. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That's the second time you took your left hand. That's the second time you took your left hand and started reaching towards my gun. No, not at all, Fergus. Let me give you some sure your video's going to show that.
The ballpark, but obviously, out of the
why don't you do yourself a favor and us a favor? Why don't you show us?
Okay, let's do it. Now, let's be real here. This cop is not worried about the cameraman touching his gun. Let me explain to you what he's doing. He's preparing himself for a court case just in case he has to go to court. What do I mean? All right, he's saying what he's saying out loud, so his body camera and the cameraman can pick up the audio of him stating, "Step back." Twice now you have reached with your left hand towards my gun. This is only a act to say if I go hands on, or if I have to do anything worse than that. I already put it out there that I'm fearful or I'm on high alert that you are trying to reach for my gun. He's preparing himself because, why? He shows up to a library where a fight just happened, and guess what? It's these crazy guys with cameras again, and we do not like these guys. So listen, step away from me. You're reaching for my gun. Now, if I go hands-on with you and my superiors or the judge, hey, officer, why did you go hands-on? Or why did you commit the act that you did? Well, I thought he was reaching for my gun. You can clearly hear me say this in the video. He's already preparing himself. But just take a look at 3 seconds later. He steps towards the person he told to step back. He steps towards the cameraman, the same man who he just stated was reaching for his gun. Now, in police training, you're always taught to create separation. You're supposed to step backwards. If you're fearful that this man is reaching for your gun, why then are you stepping forward? Makes no sense.
All right, I have to stop my video.
One run is in.
What's his name? I can't give him
It's 9-5.
Good citizen. You know our deal, man.
Side t-shirt, how about that?
Yeah.
Now the third
Go ahead.
Because your camera didn't actually fall.
Right. His may have. Right.
Swing and a miss.
Right.
Based on just the audio, you can actually see the emotion that he's
Swing and a miss, and that's strike.
You want to show him? Might throw him.
Man,
I mean, it's your call. It's
slider right there. That's a hard
yeah,
one.
he really should be let out of handcuffs by now. Come on, you guys
line to left.
saw that at least the
from this video, because at that point where
Base is now loaded. Here's the third baseman.
Also, checking the camera is not that difficult. Now, I will admit that there are times that you would have to, depending on where you are, deal with security, and they're the only ones that know how to operate the camera. But you're there in the library. All of the staff members are there. Just ask them, how, or can I see the camera? It's that simple. They don't want to see the camera. They just want to invade the privacy by going into the phone of the man they have in handcuffs. They want the code or the password to his phone. They're not caring about what really happened here.
Yeah, they have cameras.
For the police department, they have their own cameras. They're not getting access to cameras.
Yeah, what am I being detained for?
To determine if it was a mutual fight or if you were attacked.
Bottom of the first, and at the plate for Miami,
Luis
Arias. Popped in the air, left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. One down. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Well, you know, it would really help.
This one high in the air to left center. On his way over, 2 down. Brian De La Cruz will hit next.
Potentially a suspect in an assault.
Yes. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Help us if you show us the video. Right now, your partner's video isn't showing.
1 and 2.
What they say.
The best piece of
Next offering upstairs.
It's going to be in your house. So if you want to help us buy it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And now Jazz Chisholm Jr. That misses the zone. And that's ball 1.
Easy one hand. Oh,
that's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. That clips the corner. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Now a chance for Jake Berger. Strike one. That's in there. 0-2.
It's all possible.
Just misses with that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
I mean, I'm rolling, but I mean, how else are you gonna show your camera that you're
Baggins, give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Got him swinging. And the batter now, Jesus Sanchez. Misses.
Put him in the back of the car.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. A dive, and he can't hold it in. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
100%.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make a play. Scoring position now, and a good opportunity to cost the first run of the ballgame. Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
And the slider just misses.
Way in hell. I wouldn't do that either. Would you? Let me see your phone. Hand me your phone.
Strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him.
Because you're local to
on the first.
Because you're local.
Take care of Anderson for the
I
out.
wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that.
Acrobatic play to end the inning.
I guess you and I are those people, though. This guy not even in handcuffs. Oh. Unreal.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. The pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, 8 for 2.
Just so they're trying to hear us.
And it's a double to start this game.
No waiting around right there. I mean,
Here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. That one leads to center and a base hit.
I don't know what happened. I just,
I mean, if you got him in
he got
Man,
pepper
those are the
sprayed.
types of hits where you don't feel any vibration.
Decontaminate from the OC spray.
Right, without handcuffs, right. And I'm just videotaping it. You telling me.
Nobody said you can't do that.
Inning number 4.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
There we go. COD.
Just do us a favor. We just
Yeah, he's here. You're right here.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good.
And that one lifted in the air, center field.
Clearly, that's what
Drops
happens.
into the glove. Here comes the runner from third.
Joining him right now, he had NorCal Cop Line, was assaulted with the Dublin Public Library, and was, I mean, outright assaulted by a patron here in the library.
Sliced hard
And they're
Here's some fun
going to
facts
arrest him.
about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears
They
number
have him
51. Not a shocker, but his
And
favorite
it's all
player
this
growing
woman
up,
right here.
Ichiro
It's all
Suzuki.
this woman's fault. This uneducated one.
Right-hander kick steals. This one
Oh, I
lifted
don't
in
need
the
it.
air,
Yeah,
left
you're public
field.
employees. No, I we have a right.
And there's two
Okay,
down.
I'm never going to stop ever. I'll be here tomorrow, too. Okay, so you are looking at arrest for felon in possession of pepper spray, okay? What? Felon in possession of pepper spray. Felon in possession of pepper spray. You're convicted of pepper.
On the ground, right side.
All right, let's get him here. That's what
Fires here first.
Look at
And there's 2 away.
that is he's in possession of my stuff. Yeah, I'm taking stuff. Sir, I've
Ready
surrendered
to
my
go?
stuff, sir.
And digging in for San Francisco.
Hey, I've already surrendered my stuff to you guys. Have all seen this. Surrender this stuff to me. Now you're going to take my property. It's my property.
Now a fly ball to right center. Tatis
I've already
sizing
surrendered
this one
my
up.
property to them.
And puts the squeeze on that one.
Yeah, these guys.
And
You guys
out
are
number 1.
fucking clowns. Okay, this is a fucking goddamn travesty what's going on here. This is unfucking believable. Wait till you guys see this video. Yeah, run, cowards.
Ripped on the ground is
Keep
second.
on.
Tosses to
According
first.
to California Penal
And one
Code
away in the top of the third.
124.03.7, those who are prohibited from purchasing, owning, or carrying pepper spray are people convicted of a felony or any crime that involved assault in California or any other state, including those who were convicted of using pepper spray in a non-self-defense situation. So, as we see at the end of the video, NorCal Cop Watch was arrested. Was he innocent? In the sense of what happened in the library, he had every right to record. The guy was extremely agitated for no reason. He did not know the law. He did not know that it was lawful to record in the library. And then the lady walks over and she just agitates the situation all the more. And what happened after that is what I've been saying lately. We really have to understand the state laws. According to the video, NorCal Cop Watch has a felony charge. And in California, you cannot carry pepper spray if you are a convicted felon. So we would have to watch and see where this goes from here. But this is one of the reasons why it is so important to know the law, especially the state law that you're auditing or whatever. The state that you're living in, you must know those laws, because if not, we leave the door open for police officers to retaliate. But within that retaliation, they're doing so based off the legal authority that the state gives them. So again, just an example. If you're driving down the road and let's say you give a cop the middle finger and the speed limit is 70 miles per hour and you're going 73, well, yes, most cops won't pull you over for that. But since you gave this one the middle finger, he is retaliating by pulling you over for that, but he also has the legal authority to do so. Meaning, everything that you do, you must make sure you operate according to the state law. If not, the end will not be good. So, make sure you know your rights. Always report the police so that you don't find yourself in this type of situation. With that being said, We the People University, signing off. Welcome to the League of Debate, the premier online sports debate show where engaging discussions.
And that's a double.
Everything came together.
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers the right to film, reasonable suspicion, and control of law enforcement, and is brought to us by Siberian Tiger's channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. In a video posted on February 28, 2024, First Amendment Auditor Siberian Tiger, who we will refer to as Mr. Tiger, was filming as he walked on a public sidewalk in Portland, Oregon. When he walked in front of the Portland Bureau of Police building, he began to film inside the police cruisers parked in front of it from the sidewalk and street, attracting the attention of Sergeant Edwards. The interaction that followed was captured by Mr. Tiger as he continued to film after Sergeant Edwards approached him.
Shallow left field. Kim makes the play. And there's
Who are you?
no way.
Who are you? I don't know. You don't know who?
Drilled out towards left center field. That's
Who are
well
you?
struck. That's going back.
Back
some more.
Get off.
And that one is out of here.
You're not taking pictures of the inside of the car.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? You come over here all big tough guy?
Hey, you can't be taking pictures of this.
Says who?
It's me. It's a police car, okay?
And you, who are you?
I'm a sergeant, okay? I'm a supervisor.
Yeah?
Okay? Yeah.
And
you can't be here.
And you can get lost.
It doesn't work that way, my friend.
How does that work?
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
You're gonna get in my face like this? You think you're gonna intimidate me?
Intimidating, man.
Then what's the problem?
I don't know. I'm wondering what the problem is with you.
You come over here all tough guy.
I'm wondering what the problem is with you.
There was no problem. What am I doing?
You can't be taking pictures of this.
Says who?
That's me.
What law? Exactly. So get lost, tough guy.
Here comes the 0-1.
Work that way.
Well, how's it gonna work?
That one almost got him.
Why don't you call your bobbies over here? Why don't you call your lieutenant, other sergeants?
You show me out front of the trade sector.
Yeah?
No score here in the
Okay.
second.
Taking pictures of the inside of the vehicles that are public property. I'm on the public sidewalk taking pictures of everything that is open.
visible from my eyes, okay? Which is First Amendment protected activity, and the top guy shows up here and tells me I can't take pictures.
Mr. Tiger contends that his actions in filming the inside of police vehicles from a public street are protected by the First Amendment. In the 1995 case of Fordyce versus Seattle, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which has jurisdiction over Oregon, recognized the, quote, First Amendment right to film matters of public interest. Likewise, in the 2018 case of Haskins versus U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Ninth Circuit specifically noted that this right included, quote, the right to record law enforcement officers engaged in the exercise of their official duties in public places. In the Haskins case, 2 border policy advocates were stopped and searched by officers after they took photographs of ports of entry on the United States-Mexico border from public property, challenged a Customs and Border Protection policy that required members of the media to obtain advance permission to film outside of ports of entry buildings. In discussing the constitutionality of this policy, the court noted that, quote, government's ability to regulate speech in a traditional public forum, such as a street, sidewalk, or park, is sharply circumscribed, and that in such public forums, now quoting again, content-based restrictions on speech are subject to strict scrutiny and may only be upheld if they are the least restrictive means available to further a compelling government interest. Although the Ninth Circuit recognized that, now quoting, without question, protecting our territorial integrity is a compelling interest that could justify reasonable restrictions on speech activities at ports of entry, it clarified that, now quoting again, it is the government's burden to prove that these specific restrictions are the least restrictive means available to further its compelling interest, and that the government could not justify the restrictions through general assertions of national security, particularly in traditional public forums. Now, while it is important to note that an area is not automatically a traditional public forum simply because it is open to the public streets and sidewalks that Mr. Tiger was filming from are the type of quote-unquote quintessential public forums that the Supreme Court recognized in the 1983 case of Perry Education Association versus Perry Local Educators Association, now quoting again, which by long tradition or by government fiat have been devoted to assembly and debate. And while the officers repeatedly asserted that Mr. Tiger could not film the interiors of the police vehicles, the cruisers were openly parked on the street in front of the Portland Police Bureau, which is an area surrounded by parks, museums, and restaurants. And Mr. Tiger did not film anything that any member of the general public on the street could not see. Additionally, courts have consistently held that there is no reasonable expectation of privacy in public, although much of this case law focuses on whether an officer's conduct invaded a citizen's Fourth Amendment rights. For example, in the 1997 case of State versus Orlovsky, the Oregon Court of Appeals concluded that when an officer on the sidewalk, quote, looked in the window of a truck, anything he saw at that point was in plain view. Thus, the court determined that the individual could not argue that the officer violated a reasonable expectation of privacy by looking inside the vehicle because, now quoting, he exposed himself to public view by parking on a public street. Accordingly, a court would likely conclude that all of Mr. Tiger's filming was protected by the First Amendment, and that a prohibition on filming inside police vehicles from public vantage points would be a constitutional violation, as a much less restrictive way for the police department to protect confidential data would be to ensure that no such information is visible from the public streets and sidewalks.
Taking pictures inside of the car is
No, you two, you want to get on my case too about taking pictures?
What are you doing?
What am I doing taking pictures? What's the problem with taking pictures?
criminals. Now, although this case was in the context of real property, the same principle applies to personal property owned by the government. As such, the city of Portland owns and controls the cruisers in question, not Mr. Tiger. Additionally, Mr. Tiger's argument that he has the authority to tell officers what to do is inaccurate. While a type of government known as a direct democracy allows ordinary citizens to participate in everyday decision-making regarding laws and policies, the United States is a representative democracy. Under this form of government, citizens elect representatives, such as legislatures and executives, to make decisions regarding laws and policies. Elected officials may then delegate authority to agencies and appointed officials to assist in the administration of the government, who then may hire employees to assist with these tasks. In Portland, the Bureau of Police, as the primary policing agency, reports to the city government, which has allowed the Bureau a significant amount of discretion when it comes to spending, policy making. Accordingly, while taxpayers may attempt to influence government policies and spending through various political and legal processes, the local government directly, quote-unquote, controls the Portland police and its property, not the taxpayers. In fact, even in a direct democracy, an individual off the street would not have the authority to tell a police officer what to do based solely on their status as a citizen, taxpayer.
Have a lot of things we need.
Just to expect a big inning.
I didn't call you. Who called you? 2-1. Who called you? What do you want? Who called you? Your situation, your scene, your level of engagement is going to make the police be here. And I do think that's your goal. I do think what you are doing is trying to create a scene to get police attention. Ask her. I was walking on the sidewalk at this intersection. I was walking on the sidewalk very quietly on a YouTube channel. Whatever you think, I don't care what you think. I want you to know very clearly, sir. That's right. You are taking up valuable resources that could be helping the city. Did I call you? We are focused. All right. Here's how you can end this. So I think that's this is how you can end this. What do you need? Go back to your job and mind your own damn business. You need to not point your camera inside of police vehicles and record information off of our computers. According to whom? Don't do it. According to whom? That's it. According to whom? Sir, what law is that? Okay, what law is that given all our escrows that tells me that I am not lawfully allowed to look at anything on my eyes can see on the public sidewalk? Okay, what law is that? We are going to leave, and we understand that you are not going to point inside of cameras. Unless I'm breaking the law, you can take your orders. You stay out of the roadway. You stay out of a roadway. You understand? You stay out of the roadway. I'm protesting at this point, so I will spend wherever the hell I want. Have a good day, sir. Get lost. That's how you should have reacted in the first place. You come out here and you harass me, a law-abiding citizen, that's the reaction you're going to get. Servants, get lost.
That one not close. And it's 1-2.
I'm tired of police officer harassing law-abiding citizens every day.
After the officers walked away from Mr. Tiger, he continued to film in the area, including the exterior and interior of several police cruisers without additional interference from law enforcement. When Mr. Tiger posted the video of this interaction on his YouTube channel, he explained in the description of the video that he was fed up with high-ranking officers who did not understand the First Amendment. So he, and I'm quoting, let him have it. He also stated that, and I'm quoting him directly here, as always, it seems not a single cop is concerned that anyone walking by can see with their eyes they're open and on computer screens. But the moment you record, well, that somehow makes you a suspicious person. Mr. Tiger did not indicate whether he filed a complaint or intends to pursue legal action against anyone involved in the encounter. Overall, the Portland police officers get a C- because although they did not illegally detain or arrest Mr. Tiger, they attempted to interfere with his First Amendment right to film. Sergeant Edwards, in particular, maintained an authoritarian and unprofessional demeanor throughout the interaction. In attempting to prohibit Mr. Tiger from recording, the officers demonstrated a fundamental misunderstanding regarding the powerful protections granted to filming by the First Amendment, particularly in traditional public forums such as sidewalks and streets. As Mr. Tiger pointed out, it is the officer's responsibility to protect any confidential information, and they could easily alleviate any concerns by simply ensuring that such details were not visible to everyday citizens walking by the cruisers. And while it would be reasonable for the officers to be concerned about an individual showing an excessive level of interest in their vehicles, the proper course of action would be to attempt to engage in a consensual encounter with Mr. Tiger to determine why he was filming, or to simply observe his conduct to ensure he did not tamper with the vehicles. Instead, the officers chose to attempt to unconstitutionally restrict Mr. Tiger's First Amendment rights by ordering him not to film what was visible to him and the general public on a public street. Mr. Tiger gets an A- because although he raised his voice and made some rude comments to the officers, he remained within his First Amendment rights throughout the encounter, both in his filming and his speech, and refused to comply with the officers' attempts to unconstitutionally restrict his speech. Although Mr. Tiger was incorrect in his assertions regarding his individual level of control over the officers and government property, he may well have been speaking in hyperbole to illustrate the fact that the police bureau and the officers must answer to the taxpayers. Overall, Mr. Tiger did an excellent job defending and explaining his First Amendment right to film, and I commend him for his tenacity and his commitment to protecting the Constitution. I would encourage him to persist in his First Amendment advocacy by continuing to conduct audits and demand accountability from police officers. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out my second channel for even more police interaction content.
That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley. As the lefty gets to work. Slice the other way and foul. And now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Not even close there.
Back again with another video. Today we are at the City Hall here in Pooler, Georgia. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it.
Under Georgia law, there is no liability for an injury or death of an individual entering these premises if such injury or death results from the inherent risk of contracting COVID-19. Interesting.
Swings through it, and
Yeah,
that's
you
a
guys doing
strikeout.
here to see the city
And
clerk.
now it's Julio Rodriguez. There's your strike.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty.
Just want to see the city clerk.
And look out. That one ran in and got him. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Oh, he's only an out away from getting through the inning, but he just lost control for a brief moment there. It's not the end of the world, but don't let one mistake turn into another. Get your focus back right here.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And another ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Yeah, I'm looking to do an open record request.
No one can
You want to do it earlier? You want to fill out the
I want to fill out a form.
The tag, and he's out. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Gregory Santos.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
You have to go
do you want me to?
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
On a night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. I'll tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so on-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that skips into dirt.
Beautiful building you guys have here. Very beautiful.
And a swing and a miss. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now the third baseman. Hit hard. That gets through.
Thank you.
So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All right,
Well,
thanks.
clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Justin Turner now. Breaking ball inside. Ball 1.
This is general for the city. Yeah.
With the
Anything done with police or fire will be done up there.
Right. I can, have the calls or bring them up. They have a separate open records request.
And the slider just misses.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Sorry.
You could just email it to me.
Sure. Is your email address?
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
So generally it'll take probably a couple hours for me to get this together, but we do have 3 business days to get to.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, not a problem. It's not pressing or anything. Just whenever you can get around to it.
Sure. Now you want all city employees, not a specific department.
All city employees.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, that's outside.
That's it. Thank you.
Do you want to walk you down?
I can get down. That's fine. Thank you.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Ty Adcock. So the batting order turns over, and now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
All right, so everything went well at City Hall. Did our FOIA requests, no issues. What I like to see. Now let's head over to the police department side.
So
make sure that they respect our freedom of press right.
Up to the dish.
Hey, how you doing today, sir?
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, can I just get your name and badge number first?
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way
Can I
to
get your name and badge number? Sergeant Self. And your badge number? 615. Okay. No, I don't need any help.
You're in a employee parking lot.
It's not a secure area.
Employee parking lot.
He's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look
This
at
parking
him
lot
and
is not
determine
a
whether
secured
it's a ball or
area.
a strike. If he
It's public
swings hard.
property. It might be only for employee parking. I'm not parking in here. My car is not parked in here. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story.
Grand slam.
This is for employees. You're not an employee here.
It's employees parking.
Employees phone call when they come out.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
So that's where the problem is.
I understand. I don't understand what you're saying, because how would I make somebody feel uncomfortable? I don't understand.
Because you're an employee parking lot.
Swings and fouls one off.
This is an employee parking lot. Like you said, I'm not parking. I'm a journalist exercising my freedom of press right in a public area. This is public. Like if I was behind those gates over there behind you, that would be a restricted area. Do you suspect me of committing a crime, sir? Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
You have your ID.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
You have your ID.
Junior.
Sir, I need to know if you're suspecting me of committing a crime.
I'm a police officer. I asked you for your ID.
Sir, with all due respect, sir, can I speak to another supervisor? I understand that you're a sergeant, but I do not.
I am the supervisor here.
I understand, but then you should know as a supervisor, sir, that unless you have reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime in the state of Georgia, you cannot lawfully demand my ID from me.
What I told you was you're making a police phone call. I've asked you for your ID.
That's not a crime, sir. That's not a crime. I'm asking. You should know that in Georgia, you have to have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime that's been committed, sir. I just told you I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Freedom of press.
You don't belong to this parking lot.
Suspicious is not a crime, sir. Suspicion is not a crime. You know that. Sergeant, come on. You know. Suspicion is not a crime.
Let me see your driver's license or an ID.
Sir, I don't have a legal obligation to give you a driver's license or an ID, sir. I don't understand. Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained. Keep on walking.
Okay. If I'm not being detained, I'm going to continue about my business, sir. I'm an independent journalist. Who are you, sir?
I'm the chief of police.
You're the chief of police? Can I get your name?
You can look it up on the internet. That's smart.
But why would I have to look it up on the internet, sir?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
What's your name?
Where's the professionalism?
My sergeant asked you for
my person. If you tell me your name and identify yourself.
We're not making sensitive tasks. This is a private. This is an employee parking lot. You're not an employee. You have no business.
This is. I'm not parking here. Is this fenced off? Look, I want to make it very clear. It's not a fenced off area.
Let me make it clear. This is an employee parking lot.
There's no trespassing signs or anything like that, sir. I'm not breaking the law, sir. I'm actually engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, and I feel like you're trying to bully me along with your sergeant. And sir, who are you? Who are you, sir?
He's one of my employees.
Okay, one of your employees. I feel like all three of you are trying to bully me and trying to exert authority over me that you don't have. Demanding ID. Your sergeant doesn't understand that he cannot demand ID lawfully unless he has reasonable, articulable suspicion I've committed a crime. That's a failure. That's a failure on your part, sir. You're supposed to educate your employees, correct?
Why are you in my parking lot?
They should know I'm working. Like I told your sergeant, I'm not just not answering questions. I cannot answer questions, but I'm answering. I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story on the city. I was inside doing a FOIA request. No. Yes, I was. Who says I'm recording anybody? And plus, it's public information. You guys run tags all day. People drive around all day in the city with tags on. It's not like any private information. Do I have a database where I can look up people? Come on, you gotta think logically here. I don't have a database where I can just type in somebody's, license plate and figure out who they are. Let's be real. Are you ordering me to leave under threat of arrest, sir?
Yeah, I'm ordering you. This is the third time I've told you to leave my parking lot.
I'm going to go on the public sidewalk, and I'm going to continue to record. I'm going to continue to record the parking lot, and I'm going to hit you up with civil litigation over this, just so you know, because you're violating a constitutionally protected activity. And in this small town here, you might think that you're going to get away with it, but you're not. I'm telling you right now, Chief. And I don't know your name, but
I don't know your name either.
You are the public servant here, sir. You are the public servant here. You're allowing your city, you're portraying your city in a negative light. For the world to see, remember that. Remember I told you that.
Oh, great stop.
So this is the public sidewalk, correct? This is the public sidewalk, make sure.
We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the
You guys are nothing but a bunch of bullies. You're not going to get my ID. You're not going to get my ID. And I'm going to start civil litigation against you.
Finds its way through base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball
trespass me from an open parking lot, not restricted area or anything. Let's go catch up with them. Can I be trespassed from the sidewalk right in front of the parking lot? Ridiculous.
Play for the second time today.
Chief, I want to submit a complaint.
To short, could be two.
Chief, I want to submit a complaint.
That's one. Back to first, and that
You're not getting away with this one. You might get away with them. You might get away with them normally on a regular basis, but not today. I want to submit a complaint. So I go inside to do that, or I need your names. It is your policy to give me your name. Who do I know I'm filing a complaint against?
Just spread out.
Oh, we have to figure it out? That's real professional. That's real professional. Nah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. You guys are the ones that are being aggressive here. You're not walking behind me. I will. Don't worry about it. I will. What's your name? I need to file a complaint against you.
It is sixth season.
Ashley Brown. Yeah. Okay. Great.
A cutter, a four-seamer.
And your name, sir?
Works in a changeup. That one
be professional. Come on. Is it really that serious?
And a count 1 and 2.
That's the ball.
And a good eye.
You're not making yourself look good here. I'm just asking you for your name.
With 2 strikes here, I love it.
Your name, sir? Oh, okay. Thank you. Your name, sir? Heinzman. And do you have a badge number, Heinzman?
654. 654. Expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating
for
the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
The slaves. No, folks didn't own no slaves.
Looking.
You know, what do we talk about?
For Seattle,
years ago?
The police chief of a city in West Georgia has resigned, and an officer is fired after body camera video shows the two making racist comments. Happened this past Monday. The city council of Hamilton, Georgia, asked for the resignation of Chief Gene Allman and terminated Sergeant John Brooks. Both can be heard on the video, which was made hours before the start of a Black Lives Matter march last June. A part-time city employee found the footage while checking out the body camera to see if it was working. That employee then brought it to the mayor's office.
It seems to me like they furnished them a house to live in. They furnished them clothes to put on their back. They furnished them food to put on their table, and all they had to do was work. And now we give them all those things and they don't have to. That's it.
After reviewing the footage, I think it speaks for itself. The city, its failure to take action at that point in time would have been inexplicable. It had to be done.
The city's mayor said both men had to be removed from the force, saying the country needs unity and healing.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Foul ball still 0-2.
No, sir. The reason why we're stopped is because of the Wednesday violation. Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know what that's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. That tag not even on fire.
I said, yeah, it's going to win to catch up the bill.
And that'll do it. 5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Nice to meet you, sir. Matt Paul, working for me. Your chief work for me.
Yes, sir. No need to get upset.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me
Sir,
up.
I've never met you damn home.
I understand that. Why are you being hostile? That's easy. I don't have to talk to you. I'm not talking to you. Why are you being hostile? Y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
Please speak to this. You gonna write me a ticket? What are you stopping for? You writing me a ticket, yes or no? Are you writing me a ticket? I'm just late. I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss put
11-11. I'm not here to go that way.
All right, guys. As always, thanks for watching.